Yeah, because he died, I guess, right? That would be the
Yeah, but nobody really cares.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we
Welcome back,
insensitive to the
everybody.
pic-
Corey,
Top-
focus.
Top five weirdest
Sensitive to
lead-ins to the welcome.
Speaking of OJ,
Welcome back, everybody. I'm just gonna start with speaking of OJ, and then welcome back, everybody, to Blunder Dungeon. This is episode 10, everybody. Everybody, hold up two hands, palms spread, fingers as wide. Get those fingers as wide as they can go.
catch that ball.
Get them as wide as
Catch
they can
that
go.
ball.
Get them as wide as they can go. You should feel the stretch. This is Blunder Dungeon.
NFL hands.
And a cooldown.
We are in episode 10, and I don't know, we played D&D. But I am Cam, I'm the DM. I'm here with David.
I'm Mavros McOakenshade.
I'm here with Corey. He's already fumbling.
Uh-oh.
Nah.
Oh, God.
Knack for those that didn't hear that.
Knack
That was your
the
worst one
stripper.
yet. Corey's worst performance yet. And we have Tanner.
Speaking of OJ, Gradient T. Adrian.
Now I have to keep it all in.
Reporting.
You backed me into a corner.
If anything, Corey hopefully is getting the fumbling out of the way early.
True.
Only
How about
I.
the
so.
hat hurt you?
He's committed to the bit.
Yeah, I didn't wear it last episode, but I think it will like have people be like, "Hey, where's the hat?"
Yeah, drive up engagement.
If they
There'd be
don't
so many comments.
unfollow
Every
already,
comment's gonna be, "Hey, where's the hat?" There's gonna be a chain.
That's a good
"Hey,
reminder
where's
to
the
everybody.
hat?"
We have an audio version of this and a video version of this. Eventually, I might start adding music to the video version, but right now,
Yeah,
there's
Couple fivers working on it.
yeah, we're delegating the minister of Fiverr.
Do you work for Fiverr?
we're
You're always
sponsored
asking.
I have
by
a-
Fiverr.
Well, I have a couple fivers working for Fiverr.
Oh my.
Mm.
So literally a pyramid scheme at this point. Corey is good friends with our Fiverr customer success manager.
Are you on the top?
He
Well, I have
is the
fivers
top
on
of
the top.
pyramid.
Little do people actually know that Corey is actually a Fiverr for our actual friend who we asked to do this podcast, and that friend is having Corey do the podcast for him. That's how deep this shit goes.
Holy shit.
Right.
Previously on Blunder Dungeon. I usually say last time. In the recap I have last time, so I'll say last time.
Yeah,
on
just say
Blunder
come
Dungeon.
on in. Don't say come on in, guys.
Right. Last time we started out with Knack and Mavros huddled around Gradient's unconscious body. The leader of the prisoners, the tiefling named Rashun, approached Knack and Mavros and said that they planned on grabbing some food and survival gear from the town, then heading to the dire woods. With some help from Lokdrin, Knack and Mavros carried Gradient's body to the keep and laid him down in a bed in the guards' chambers. They then explored the rest of the keep. They did some keg stands and found 5 potions of healing in the kitchen and found a book about dwarven history and 500 gold in the library. Nat gave 50 of the gold to Rashun and the prisoners before heading up to Onyx Brow's study with Mavros. Outside the door to the study, they heard what sounded like Benny and Allison's voices coming through a Magivision set. But when they entered the room, the voices abruptly stopped and were replaced with a commercial. Knack and Mavros watched as Yemi promoted a new Sparkleworks theme park that is being built at Vishvam, the sacred world tree of Chenam. Knack and Mavros watched to the end when the commercial suddenly started playing again, as if on loop. It played a few more times and then cut to static. The pair then entered Onyx Brow's quarters, where they found a transmission device with a Sparkleworks logo on it. Mavros remembered seeing commercials for it and knew it was a Sparkleworks product that works like a walkie-talkie, only being able to communicate with its matching pair. Knack went to sleep in Onyx Brow's bed, while Mavros went down to the guards' quarters to rest alongside Gradient and Lokdrin. And that is where we are now. Knack and Mavros drifted off to sleep. And I'll say, because he had such a nice long rest, Gradient is the first to wake up in the morning. Let me share my screen.
Does that mean we're at full HP?
Yeah, everyone's at full HP.
Yeah.
You've gotten a long rest.
I haven't slept in years. It's been so long. It's been one day.
It has been one day.
Yeah, but so many episodes.
Sorry, I'm asleep.
But it's dawn now, Gradient. You wake up in the early hours of the morning.
What do I
You're
see?
in the guard. You see, that's a good question. You are in the guards' quarters. It's like this big collection of cots. And all of you can join actually my stream to see what you can see. But it's this big collection of cots, almost like barracks. And there's like plate armor and spears littered about, and some books and some whittling tools. Gradient, you're on a bed closest to the door. Right behind you in a bed is Lokdrine, and on the far corner of the room is Mavros.
I do a little bird yawn. Like,
Wait, where's Knack?
Knack, you're
Oh,
sleeping
I'm
in
sleeping
Onyx
in-
Brow's quarters.
I remember that.
What does a bird yawn sound like, Gradient?
Like a whistle.
like
It's not coming through
Is
in
it
Zoom, but it'll
gated?
probably come through.
yeah. I did it a lot of times, so you can pick the best one.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah. I walk over to Lokdrine and
Okay.
I wake him up. Lokdrine. Lokdrine.
What? What's up? What?
What day is it?
I think it's like, what do you mean? What day of the week?
Yes. Wait, do we know what day of the week it was?
Well, we've talked about this before. For some reason, this is the second time we've talked about this. But we decided that the audition was probably on a Sunday. So yesterday was Monday, and Lokdrine says, I think it's Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Lokdrine. I
Okay.
walk over to Mavros.
Cool. Yeah, you walk over to the opposite side of the room.
Mavros, wake up. Mavros, wake up. Mavros,
The
wake
heavy
up.
sleeper.
I cast.
Ray of Frost.
No, I cast.
Bird
he's up.
shit.
He
Oh.
woke up.
Oh,
You
he's
should
up.
be mid.
It's good to
mid,
see
like,
you, Gradient.
shitting
How
on
are you
his mouth.
feeling?
How
are you feeling?
Like my claws are like lit up, like I was about to cast Firebolt. Oh hey, Grady. All right, hey Mavros. I put my hand behind my.
Gradient,
Hey,
how are you feeling? It's good to see you up and about.
Yeah, I've been. How long was I out? I heard it's Tuesday.
12 hours ish, maybe 18.
Oh, I'm like, oh, that's
You know, you missed a battle. That's about it.
Are you disappointed, Gradient? You thought you were out for longer?
yeah,
You know, you're no war hero, but you know you did your job.
right, yeah.
It's good to see you.
Knack, you feel an aura somewhere in the keep. Somehow in your bones, you know, Gradient T. Adrian has woken up. And you jolt awake in a cold sweat in Onyx Brow's bed.
I hate the bed. I had a terrible sleep because I'm used to sleeping on the streets.
Yeah, it was too
It
comfortable
was
for
too
you.
comfortable. I actually woke up on the ground.
Okay, yeah. You rolled off the bed and it felt so good.
And I like swiveled underneath it, and I woke up with a jolt and hit my head.
And it's just about exactly how you're used to waking up.
50 damage.
Yeah, it's an insta kill.
Does that mean I die every time I wake up?
Sorry, I didn't mean to backseat DM.
Oh, comments go after him.
Clip.
Hello?
Pull it.
What are you gonna do? You're awake.
I'm startled, and I
Yeah, go ahead.
in a drowsy state. I guess Knack will head to the quarters because he just has a feeling that the bird is awake.
Okay. Knack makes his way into the quarters. Yeah, you do see Gradient hovering over Mavros. Loctrean's kind of sitting up, dazed in his bed.
Howdy,
You're
y'all.
in here.
Morning, or whatever day it is.
Top of the
Knack.
morning to you, Knack.
I look at Knack. Knack. He says.
What? You're
Whoa.
glitching again. He's
Hello?
glitching again.
Anyways,
It was like
best we best get a move on. Gotta. Oh, actually, probably oughta
Where are we heading next?
fill in gradient
check
on what
my-
happened last night.
I check my
I
little
look.
potion bottle vial thing to see if there's any
You
anything
start
left.
scratching your arm.
Mimic blood.
or whatever I filled it with. I don't remember what I filled it with the last.
You chugged all the mimic blood
Wasn't it something
and
you
filled your bottle
killed?
with grease, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
Because
It's from the
the-
battlefield, yeah.
damn,
Yeah.
Mavros probably should have filled his flask up with some health potion so he doesn't black out again.
Well, you know,
I lift up the grease and I'm like, I take my finger, smell it, and then I put it down.
that's awesome.
That's
The
a
character
wise move.
building.
Sorry, my
that's a
talent.
wise
I don't
move.
care
he's
what they-
gaining awareness.
I don't care what they say about you, Gradient. You're just all right.
Yeah, Knack sees Gradient dip his finger in a bottle of grease, smell it, and Knack connects with that deeply.
Exactly
for
what
some
I
reason.
would have done.
Right.
What
Loctrean
happened last night?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Man, you were out like a
Cold.
pea-in yacht.
Exactly what I was
Clarify.
gonna say.
Elaborate.
So Mavros and I took a stroll. Did you see the plate of food next to you? Might be cold now.
No, I.
You sleep eat.
It wasn't chewed up yet.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, y'all haven't eaten with Gradient yet.
Anyone want to chew this up for Gradient? We both look at Loctrean.
Give me a persuasion check.
You got a 11.
Loctrean kind of stares blankly at you and says, "No fucking shot."
Hey, Loke, come on, man.
You're not a bit. I thought that was for baby birds. You're like 6 feet tall.
It's just harder to eat. I don't have teeth.
But how do the mother birds chew up the food for the baby birds?
They get someone else to do it.
You just have bad.
They get
They
someone
get a
else.
fiver.
they
They
hire
hire a chewer.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, lads.
With
If
two
you need
Rs.
someone, if you need someone to gnaw on it, I'll gnaw on it.
Thanks, Matt, but I'm okay.
and you spit on it.
I'm secretly disappointed. I kind of look down in disappointment.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Wow.
back on topic. Found some food. Man, you'll never believe it. In that bastard's quarters. You know the guy you shit on his desk.
Oh, brow, comma, onyx.
Yeah, his
Tanner, Corey did not remember his name. Let's be clear for the record.
Corey or Knack?
I think Knack would have known, but Corey didn't.
Oh, interesting.
he knows him as bastard man who almost killed his friends.
Onyx brow is a bastard, man.
He's a bastard
agree.
man. Yeah. So Mavros, you want to kind of describe what you saw? Because I was a little out of it.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna hit the hay, but then I heard noises coming from Onyx Brow, and I get
So
right
then
up to the door.
Sparkle.
I get right up to the door, and I shit you not, I hear Benny and Allison. But I open the door, and it cuts to a commercial, or what was it, Knack? A new theme park at the tree. The life tree.
The old tree, yeah. Whatever. It was a big old tree.
And then
Gradient, give me a history check to see if you know what tree they're talking about.
Could you do
Did
a
I get
history
the
check?
name
See if he
right?
remembers Alex in
3.
Is he frozen?
3.
That's got. Oh,
Okay,
it's
there
like
it is.
that's gotta be frozen.
You have no idea what tree they're talking about. They haven't described it.
well,
very
you
well.
know, it's not
How-
really pertinent to the
descriptive.
story. There's a new theme park coming if you ever want to check it out. But afterwards, we found this sort of walkie-talkie device from Sparkleworks. We haven't spoken to it, but somebody's
Here,
on the
hand
other
it
side.
over. I scan it. Can I roll for
You scan it. What does that mean?
You mean
with my
by-
eyes?
oh, with your eyes?
Oh,
You can give me a history check to see if you know what this is, unless Mavros knows exactly what it is, so you
A
can describe it
6.
to you.
Here,
it's like
take it back.
a one-way, two-way.
Yeah,
Communication
Gradient, you've never seen
broadcast.
this before.
Essentially, it's just a device where you buy it in a pair, and that device that you're holding can speak to its counterpart, so to speak. But that's it. So there's one other device that corresponds to that one somewhere in presumably Chinam, but we don't know.
Yeah, us avian folk normally just fly across. Send a
You know.
message.
We're limited.
Right.
So yeah, we haven't checked that. We haven't kind of explored that lead yet, but you're up now.
Communication's easy, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. How's eating?
I walk over to the plate and I take a huge bite out of
The play.
the whatever's on the plate. Is there a plate?
Yeah, it was like
was goop.
meat.
Meat and
It
goop.
was slop.
It was
It was a
slop.
lot of slop.
Oh, so
No,
let's shoot up.
No,
Well,
it was
no.
it was meat and it was
It was
bread.
gruel because it wasn't chewed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I eat the meat gruel.
Cool.
Efficiently.
Hey, give me a Constitution save because it's not chewed up.
Oh my god.
This is the crux
An
of
11.
the episode. This food.
Every time he looks over to the side to
Should have rolled initiative.
11, I'd say that passes. You choke it down. It's tough. This is really hard for you, but you get it down.
He plays it off.
Nak is
It's
like
so dry.
ready to do the Heimlich.
Yeah. Doug positions himself right behind Gradient the whole time Gradient eats.
Like
Mavros is
massaging
super
your throat, like as to get it down.
But he does. You do, Gradient.
Delicious.
fine.
We
It's very
all
cold.
clap.
No, Mavros is not impressed by the effort.
I ruffle my feathers. Like a shiver. Yeah, and it casts gusts out towards everyone. A
Do they have
week-
to make some kind of save?
A weak gust.
Okay.
Yeah, strength saving. Let's cut it in half. So 6.
What's the radius?
30 feet.
Wait, it said strength save of 6?
11, but I cut it in half since it was a weak one. Is that allowed?
They pass
Ooh.
automatically, I think.
I got a
Okay,
nat
bet.
20.
What was yours, Mavros?
I got a 5.
What's yeah, I guess you're blowing back a little bit.
Do I take damage?
No.
Thank
No.
God. Thank God.
You get pushed.
Your
5
jimmies
feet
get
away
rustled.
from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were sitting on your bed, Mavros. You just kind of like fall off the bed.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'll take it.
Oh, Mavros, you Gucci.
Oh, you know.
Listen, fellas.
Whoa! I forget
Login
Login
Yeah.
is there.
kind of sits up and says, I know we're all excited about heading back to Goshthi, but don't you think that might be a little dangerous? Who knows what Sparkleworks could be up to? They have
Oh, yeah.
eyes everywhere,
I
but
guess
especially in Goshthi.
I guess we could head back to Goshthi, kind of check out what they're up to.
That's kind of the exact opposite of what I was saying.
I think
You
I
say
think
Gulfstream?
Oakstream's
That's
got
a good idea,
point.
Oakstream.
They may be on the lookout for us. I feel like they don't like us.
Well,
Maybe
Here's the thing.
maybe they will like us because we survived.
here's the thing. The
for
Dullblade
thought.
Collective. All right, listen. The Dullblade Collective is supposed to meet at Vishvam in about a week's time. We made our way there. We can come together as a group and kind of figure out the next steps.
Vishvam,
Is that part of the theme park?
Well,
they got rides.
it seems like they're building the theme park around it, but we'll be a little bit away.
Theme park around
We
it.
won't meet exactly at Vishvam.
Likely story.
It's Sparkle
It must have
Works.
been
It's
It
building
was
billionaires.
literally
right?
in the commercial that you saw last night. No?
Yeah. It's Sparkleworks. It's building it, right?
Yes. It's Sparkle Land.
Oh. You know,
Ooh, how corporate.
I think I'd rather go that route. We are
Vishvam.
Yeah, we're horribly in the dark as to what our situation actually is, and I think
You
some
know,
knowledge and some numbers can't hurt us.
Mavros
What's-
makes a great point. Hearing Benny's
Let me-
voice and then the roller coasters, I think that's where they are.
I think there is definitely. I feel as though I'm a pawn in a larger game at this moment.
Yeah, I would like to ask. Aren't we supposed to be on a game show or something? Are we still a part of this game show?
Gradient, we just killed
I haven't
about
a clue.
30 fucking dwarves and you're worried about this fucking game show
You think
still?
we're still
Does
gonna?
it feel like you're on a game show?
I was singing about 48 hours ago, but I hadn't had to kill another
So,
another
what's
Here's
person.
a
like
game
that?
show for you. Let's fucking survive. Let's take down Sparkleworks.
Right. Is that the end goal, Lokitrian? Are we taking down the big boys?
That's certainly the goal of the Dullblade Collective. Honestly, for y'all, I think you're pretty hot right now as
Yeah.
far as danger goes.
Or like dual
have to ask,
conversation.
Are you saying dual blade or dull?
dull, as in boring, as in gray.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would have
okay,
picked a
that's
different
what I-
name, but we can go. We can do it
Yeah,
on
you-
Vishvam.
I still think we should.
Ride on your back?
I still think we should look into
on
that
with me.
walkie-talkie. There's
Oh.
somebody somewhere. Maybe
Can you,
waiting on us
can
to
you
say
control
hello.
this fancy here electronic thing?
Can I
Mavros, there
roll,
is like just a button on there.
like obviously just
Yeah.
I hold the button and I say hello.
Hello?
Wait, who are you talking to?
Why are you talking into the
Why are you talking into that box?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
boy?
I'll have
Call
you
me boy?
know.
What boy?
I'll show you weather. And I can cast
Are you
gust
still holding
again.
onto the button?
Cast gust again.
No.
Yeah. Give me
Gradient,
all of you. Give me strength
please.
saves.
No, I do it towards David.
Oh yeah, Mavros, give me a strength save.
20,
Mavros.
dirty 20.
You managed to hang on.
That's a ding for Tanner.
Yeah.
Who's
one
Tanner?
ding.
I don't know who Tanner is. I don't know. Who
one
Tanner
ding,
is.
one ding for Knack as well.
Well, but I was okay.
Stay in it. You're supposed to stay in it.
Another day.
Do we refer to you as
DM
number one?
Master Dad?
Pop. Oh,
Master Dungeon?
we
Papa
gotta do
Bear.
another. We gotta do another vote like we did for the editor for Pokemon.
Yeah.
All right, I'll text
Vote
you. a
on
name.
my name. My
Yeah.
preference is Daddy Mommy.
That's very, very
Ron
cool.
Rivera.
Oh, I do like Ron Rivera.
So Mavros,
George Pickett.
in the midst of all this, you hear breaths through the receiver, but nothing more.
Are they slow, deep, or are they shallow?
Steady.
They steady. They don't
Steady.
reek of nerves or anything.
They seem at rest.
Can you hear me on the other side? Because I can sure hear you.
You hear the breaths still.
Hey, let's stop wasting our time. How about that? To Vishvam.
I let go of the button.
Cool. Click. Button
Well,
clicks.
That was easy.
What an asshole. Just breathing.
fucking
Right in
guy.
my ear. Right in my ear.
You know what? I take back what I said earlier.
About
What'd you say earlier?
okay.
Goes
It
without
could have been
saying.
anything. It could have been anything. There's actually a funny bit just saying I take back what I said earlier and then not
What'd you
not
say
specifying
earlier?
what it is that you're taking back. Yeah. Keep that one in the locker, Corey.
That, and I don't care what they say about you.
Yeah,
You're all
that's
right.
a really funny one. Okay. I mean, assuming y'all are gathering your belongings and then bouncing.
Departing.
Yeah, I'll throw on my quiver.
I
That's never
about it.
holster
Yeah,
my.
there we go. Okay. Y'all
Wait, can I?
leave
I'm
the-
gonna prank Gradient by putting like a stick in his quiver.
Like
So
after
he
I put it
accidentally.
on.
Yeah. So
Okay.
after, when we're in a battle, there's like a 1 in
I've-
20 chance he pulls a stick.
Okay, yeah, give me a
You're gonna make him
as-
roll every time another die every time he shoots an arrow.
My passive perception is 13.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So as y'all are like getting your stuff together, Knack, you kind of slink up behind Gradient. He like slings his quiver
Ooh.
over his shoulder. You got a stick in your hand. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, my
slip it
sleight
in.
of hand is real good. Oh, I got a 26.
Okay.
What, not
Gradient,
dirty
you don't
26.
quite feel it, but something is a little different about your quiver. Actually, do you think you know your quiver well enough to like notice a little bit of a difference? If so, I'll let you roll a perception.
Well, it's
check.
always empty, so.
It's never
That's
full.
not what that means.
That's a big difference.
I would say that he does.
I
think that he
think
does.
I think I would, but I like the idea that there's always a chance that I accidentally draw a stick.
He's
I like that
playing
idea
into
too,
the
but
danger.
realistically, are you going to beat a 26 with a perception check?
Oh no, I can't.
You could roll a nat 20. Just roll. Let's see.
Oh, I got a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, no, you do not notice it. There is a stick in your quiver. Cool. So y'all head out.
I make a
into-
joke. You know, make sure you don't draw the short stick.
Who are you talking to?
Like the saying.
No, that wasn't the part I was confused about. You just kind of said that.
Yeah, Gradient doesn't know. That
Well,
there's a
we're about
stick.
to leave.
Did you
Like,
do
we're-
something?
No, I'm just saying, like, on our journey.
Give me a deception check. You're really talking yourself into a hole here.
Got an 8.
Oh, yikes. Gradient, something is up. You don't know quite what.
I look at Mavros and then we lock eyes. And then I look at Lokdream and I'm like, I shake my head. And I still don't know what's going on, but I'm going to do something to Knack later. That's
Yeah.
what my internal monologue
Prank
is.
war.
Yeah, we are deep in a prank war.
You know what they
You'll
say?
finally
Speak
leave this
softly.
room.
Carry.
Jesus.
You'll leave this room and out into Karoti. It's quiet now. There's nobody here. It is fully a ghost town. Bodies do still litter the snow. The snow is drenched in red, but they're all dead. The tavern has been ransacked.
Than that.
And y'all head up through the north gate.
North
and
Gate?
out and out onto that was disturbing out onto the mountain pass.
Get
Yeah, I
me
think I
out of
shot-
here.
I
I'm
think I
so
shot that
glad to
one.
be through that gate.
That one.
Oh, my dagger.
I think that was you, Mavros.
I'm picking
Me
my
was what?
dagger.
What'd I
Honestly,
do?
good shit. Honestly,
What did I
good
do?
shit.
Oh, the dead guy?
Yeah, I was pointing at the dead guards.
Good kill.
Yeah. Good kills, plural.
That's what I kept saying to myself every time.
Yeah. My
Cool.
chicken was fed that day.
I don't like how you said that.
You guys
Wait,
know the
'cause we
scene.
did the feed the chicken.
I like neither what you said nor how you said it.
You guys,
So-
you,
Go
you-
ahead.
You guys know the scene in Last Airbender when they are on Ember Island and Tyler, Zuko, and the squad destroy that rich dude's house, and they have that one like screenshot of like them like prancing away.
Oh, yeah.
That's like
With,
us
like,
to this town.
We're like all smiling, making
We're
jokes as we
frolicking.
leave a town with like 30 dead bodies,
dirty
all
dead.
ransacked.
30 dead,
Yeah.
ransacked.
Not a person alive left.
This place is a ghost town.
So do y'all think you went through the kitchen yesterday? Do you think you brought some food with you on your journey?
Pocketed a few
For sure.
turkey.
For sure.
Okay, great.
To-
I'm
we
gonna
did
say
not
you don't.
ask the distance, unless it's in the map. Is it in the map?
I haven't. Do you want to ask Lokdreen how long it's gonna take?
Yeah. Hey, Loke dog. How far
Yeah.
is it to Vishvam?
I don't think
Say,
that's his name, Mavros,
He said
is
a
it?
week. Didn't he say
Maybe-
a week?
Well, it's a week to Gashti.
Mm.
I think it's maybe it's probably over a week to Gashti.
Oh, is this
Similar,
on
maybe
the way?
not quite. It's a detour. It's a little closer. We could get there in a week, but if we got some horses, we could make it in about 5 days, 4 or 5 days, I would say, maybe less.
Wait, you didn't tell us how far away it was.
I think I told Knack and Mavros yesterday. You might have been unconscious.
Let's not
Hey,
dwell on the past, though.
No, he said it
okay.
today too. I think you're just not remembering it.
That's
I
all.
think we ought to get a move on, shall
Yeah, I
we?
think
I
we
mean,
should
we got to get
move
going.
I'm assuming
on.
y'all are talking as you're walking. Is that
Right.
not happening?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Move.
Faux show,
on.
faux show.
Hey, I brought
Uh,
some.
daddy,
I brought some
mommy.
worms for myself. Did y'all bring? Some
I'm great with
sustenance?
horses.
Right. Not
I brought
with
apple for
or-
the next horse we see.
Can you like overlay all of us talking?
That was
I mean, you were talking over each other, so I don't even have to overlap.
So bad.
We're all in our own little world.
Yeah, Lokdreen is just kind of gritting his teeth and looking forward as each of you are just talking to yourselves at the same time.
Oh no.
He's like, you hear his teeth grinding as you're walking. There's the crunches of the snow, and then there's the
crunches
horrible
of his
sound
molars.
of his grinding,
Hey,
grinding teeth.
Lokdreen, do
Lokdog.
you happen to
His name's
know
Lokdog.
where some horses might be nearby?
I mean,
I'm a mean rider. Actually.
So I'm not talking to you. I'm not.
No,
Don't you
No,
fly
like,
everywhere, you
I
dumbass?
could totally ride the shit out of a horse.
So what I meant when I told you that was I
Spit.
wanted you to stop talking because I needed to hear Lokdreen answer my question.
He knows
We're
where
gonna-
the horses are.
once we
I need
Do
to know where
I?
the horses are. I need to
Once-
know where the horses are.
once we leave the mountains, once we leave like the southern cold area, we'll hit the southern plains.
Oh,
There are probably some farms.
plains
Are there any
equals
horses?
horses. Plains
Ooh,
equals horses.
I got an
every
apple
time.
for my horse. His name's gonna be. Well, think of a name.
You know, you can keep some of that to yourself.
I'm not very good with names.
No, I know. Nobody would know that more than Lokdreen.
Hey, Lokdreen, do you think I could
yeah.
beat you in a race?
Yes,
I just
you're taller than me. You think I would beat you?
Oh wait, I thought the what did I say? What did you
Oh,
say?
I thought you
Doors
said.
work best in over short distances.
Oh,
Okay,
you
we're
are a
gonna
dwarf.
fade to montage here as y'all
Yeah,
absolutely
yes.
yap. The camera goes high as y'all walk through the snow, and we're gonna cut time skip to y'all in a little cave. You've traveled the whole day.
How did we get here?
It's just a cave. It's a cave
Oh
that
my
Loke
God.
It's not a mine. It's just a little
We're back in the mine.
I start clawing at the cave like I'm trapped because I have no idea where I am.
It's just a little mine.
They're in the wall.
Not a mine. It's a little cave. There is, y'all each have a little bedroll laid out. There's a fire in the middle.
I'm
Bedroll.
starving. I eat
What
a
is
worm.
a bedroll?
Bedroll's like a little sleeping bag.
No, I'm Knack speaking.
Yeah, Lokdrin says, it's this. He points to it and says it's a little sleeping bag.
For me?
He's for me.
Hey, Loke, do you ever look at the sky and wonder?
Wonder what?
What a bed is?
Oh, do I wonder what a bed is? I slept in a
Bed.
bed last night.
Well, oh.
What are you
You did
asking?
too, didn't you?
What are you
I don't
asking?
Yeah,
like
it really
it.
it feels like we just slept, didn't it?
We did earlier today.
For some reason, it's like I hit my head like an hour ago, waking up.
My throat's a little sore.
You choked down a bunch of food you didn't chew. You just swallowed it dry.
All right, I was there. Why are we rehashing?
We don't need to rehash this.
It seems like all we've done today is rehash. Talk about bullshit.
Loke, you're like, all I hear is I do the hand motion of like talking.
Cool.
My hand.
Yeah.
I
Me?
need more of this, and I do the.
Okay, I'll just
Quiet.
sit and listen while you all talk to yourselves over each other.
Knack practices shadow puppetry on the walls of the cave.
Give me a sleight of hand check, Knack.
Cool, let's go.
Knack's metagaming with his best skills.
19.
It's good. What kind of stuff do you make?
A dog barking.
So that would have been like a DC 5. What do you make with a DC 19?
I make active roller coaster. I recreate the roller coaster we saw from the commercial.
Yeah, Knack plays out the entire commercial in shadow puppets for Gradient and Lokdrin.
If I
Wait,
roll
who makes
animal
the-
handling, could I join in on
Does
the
na-
shadow puppetry?
Well, I'm doing the
In
dog
what way
barking.
is that animal hand?
Well, it's like
Mav,
I was
you
gonna
can
make
do
animals
the-
with my hands.
Oh,
You can do the sound effects.
I can do.
yeah, Mavros, you could do the sound effects
I'll
if
just
you
slide a
wanted.
hand because I want to do.
Okay, yeah,
some-
give a sleight of hand to join in.
If you get bad, I'll get mad.
It's a 7.
7. Mavros
like-
tries to join in and it kind of just mucks everything
I
up.
like
I was
push
gonna do-
away Mavros's hands.
Boy.
I was gonna do animal handling so I could do all the animals on Noah's Ark.
Oh,
With my
Okay, give me an
10
animal
finger.
handling. I'll say with at least you'll have knowledge of all of
It's
the
an
animals.
18.
18, like you know what the animals should look like, so it looks something like them. It's not super. Are these like animals going on the roller coaster? Is that why you're saying this, or do you just wanted to do Noah's Ark on the wall?
hey,
That
Mac,
just came out into my mind.
Okay, Knack is like showing this very important like replay of this like critical piece of lore to Gradient, and Maverick just kind of scoots in front of him and does Noah's Ark like kind of badly.
hey, Knack, did y'all like plan this? Because like I feel like Mavros is doing a different show than you. I don't know. I just feel like this wasn't coordinated.
Is
I'm really
Noah's Ark
here
a
for-
thing in this universe? Sorry.
I think I'll go
It
to
is
bed
now.
now.
No, I just want to because I liked your stuff. You know what I mean?
I just don't have an appetite or the will to live anymore is all.
Why?
Mavros, I didn't like it.
Oh my God.
Seems like an overreaction, but nonetheless, I can't really deal with this anymore. It's not a good. It's a. I'm
Oh
going
my
to
God,
bed.
y'all are crashing out over this shadow puppet show. You didn't show this level of disturbance after you murdered like 50 people in the town. But Knack and Gradient are thoroughly disturbed by this, Mavros. You've really killed the vibe.
I start shadow puppeting like just a village burning down. Just
She
war
gets
crime after
really
war
dark.
crime.
I go
It's
to
so
the
dark.
cave or outside the cave or whatever, and I start practicing trick shots.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. As y'all kind of wind down for that, Mavros, are you affected at all by how you give me an insight check to see if you even realize what you've done.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. You get this sinking feeling that like you ruined something.
I quietly grab my bedroll and move like 10 feet away and just kind of fall asleep by myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to acknowledge the thing I did.
Yeah, a single tear runs down Lokdrin's face as he watches the atrocities that Knack is displaying on the wall. He can't look away. Knack, while you're doing your
A happy tear or a sad tear?
very disturbed and sad, he like can't. His eyes are wide as saucers. So Mavros, as you're curled up on the side, Knack, as you're doing your very fucked up shadow puppetry, Gradient, as you're shooting trees, all of y'all, you feel this all too familiar feeling bubbling up inside of you, burning at your insides, itching. Everyone give me charisma saving throws.
Oh my god! Oh, I got that one.
17.
15.
That's high.
Gradient.
Considering I have a
15.
-2.
15. So this feeling bubbles up inside of all y'all. You kind of double over. And it's growing. And Mavros and Gradient, both of y'all are able to kind of suppress it. Like instead of it filling you up and taking you over like it's done before, yeah, you LeBron push down to the floor.
A silencer.
Can I shit?
Yeah, Gradient, you shit it out. Mavros, as you kind of turn over, you see Knack. Knack is you see Knack is glowing gold. Like you see a golden
What's
aura
happening
emanating
to
from him.
me?
Knack, you level up and take another level of Ranger.
Now that's a show.
Mavros and Gradient, y'all also level up. You can take a level of whatever you want.
Oh, thank God.
But Lokdrin, like as this kind of settles, Knack, as you feel like your whole body overwritten again, you feel like this deepening of whatever is being etched into you. Like you feel it even deeper. And Lokdrin kind of stares at you and you, Mavros. Both of y'all are in the cave, and he says, "It happened, huh?"
Wait, sorry. Who said this?
What?
He
You know
said
the-
it
you know when Chris
happened
Pratt
after
does
seeing
what?
us go through that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was leveling up.
It's okay. Yeah, y'all after y'all, there'll be a time for y'all. Y'all need to do this level
okay.
right now.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Once y'all go to sleep, you can do the level.
Okay.
But Lokdrin says it happened, huh?
Hey, what now? What's that now?
Something
clarify,
feels very.
you can't
something
just
feels
say that
very
shit,
off,
man.
Very strange.
Yeah, like that when you're vague like that, we're gonna ask you questions.
Gradient, y'all hear like Gradient. You don't hear the start of Gradient's sentence, but you hear his voice like gradually get louder as he walks into the cave. And Lokdrin says, "Well, we talked about it. That Sparkleworks did something crazy to you, and you've been feeling these weird changes."
Yeah. So, like, what is it? Tell us.
Well, I don't know. Y'all, I just know that they do some weird experimentation. Y'all said that they stabbed you with a syringe.
That's
Yeah, but
the,
it was like-
that's the third
it was
time
like a
I
small
felt like
needle.
that. I guess the second if you don't count the
Give me a
syringe
history
itself.
check, Gradient.
Wait for what? 12.
Yeah, he always freezes when he rolls.
12.
It was a pretty big needle.
Oh. It was just a needle.
Oh my God. What the?
Does it freeze because of my
Yeah.
dice?
Okay. It was.
Do
I
you
think
think?
every time you've rolled, it's frozen.
Wait, let me roll one more time.
Okay.
Am I frozen?
It is.
Froze. It didn't freeze.
It's the dice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's
you froze.
crazy.
Google Chrome. Stop using so much RAM.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, gyat. Oh, gyat.
Lokdrin says, I'm just, Can you describe like what you feel at all when
yeah,
that happens?
I felt like I kind of like had it to shit, and then I shit.
It does actually kind of feel like that. Like you feel like burning in your stomach. It kind of feels like you have diarrhea, honestly. A little bit. Like you get chills.
Actually,
and
here, come over here.
What? I'm disturbed by this.
Don't be. Come over here.
Okay. He comes. He goes.
This is. I like scoop it up with my wing. This is what I shit out.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of when you said to go over there. No, it looks like bird shit, right?
Well, I thought you. I mean, you seemed like you know shit.
Oh, good one. Logrin cracks a smile. And says, "That's the kind of shit that I like, honestly."
Right. I throw it back on the ground. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been having magical powers. Like, check this out. Like, cast firebolt at a tree.
Yeah. You cast firebolt at the tree. It like singes, and he says, "Oh, and you couldn't do that before."
No, not really.
Huh. And he turns to you, Mavro. Says, "What about you?"
I'm like, I'm still like doubled over. I'm like cramping. I want you to come over and you like tap me on the shoulder, like you're trying to check up on me. Logrin. I want Logrin to come up and tap
okay,
me on the shoulder.
Logrin walks over to you and taps you on the shoulder.
And I like, I don't know how. It's like I like expand, and all of a sudden I'm a horse.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Logrin jumps back. Goes, what the fuck?
I turn into a horse using wild shape.
Oh, Mavros can wild shape at long last. Logrin says, "This is what happens. This is what happened to you."
I sprint over and I'm like, yeah, and I hop on Mavros and I slap the horse like I'm riding it.
I buck you right off.
Yeah,
I fly off.
Gradient, give me a dexterity save or a strength. Maybe a strength save. Give me a strength save to try to stay on.
15.
15. Mavros, give me an athletics check to see if you can beat his strength.
8.
8. Gradient, you hang on.
I
Mavros is
jump
bucking you
off.
wildly.
I jump off and I'm like, whoa.
And I do calm down as I realize that I'm just back in wild shape.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Mav, when did you learn how to do that?
You know, up until that injection, I could do it basically as long as I could remember. Something about I just felt off ever since that shot, but now it seems to be back and feels good. This is definitely I used to do this without even thinking, back on the ranch, and
Dude, we got to get more of this shit.
back. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
This is the first words you've heard from Knack since the change. And
he's like done vomiting.
Logrin looks at you, Knack, and says, "What's going on with you?"
Knack?
I feel one with nature. Predator.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll get back on the road early tomorrow, but maybe somebody should keep an eye. We can alternate watch.
I'll take
Maybe
watch.
Oh my god.
No, I mean, yeah, no, one of us should though.
Yeah, like one of us for sure.
I start falling asleep.
Logrin's head kind of hangs. Mavros, are you a human again? Or
I'm a
still
horse.
Okay.
I just kind of
standing
I turn and just look away, and I poop right in front of everybody.
Okay. And Logrin kind of just goes and sits at the mouth of the cave. Y'all get a long rest. So y'all fall asleep, exhausted after this day of travel and going through this changing your bodies once again. And you wake up slowly. The sounds of birds chirping in the mountains above you.
It's just Gradient.
Gradient's up in a tree.
He's chirping
Perched up.
and shitting.
Yeah, it's just a constant stream of. It's like the birds chirping, and you hear like this constant like stream of splatter on the snow.
Oh no.
There's this dim dawn light that slowly peers in, and you see Lokdreen quietly moving about, quite tired, having stayed up all night, breaking down camp and preparing to leave. Y'all ready to head out?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I stay in horse form.
Is there a time limit on wild shape?
Oh,
I think
that's
there
a
might
good
be.
question.
Oh yeah, there is.
Is there?
Also,
'cause-
1 hour. Okay,
you-
so I'm just human. I transform before sleeping.
there's like levels to wild shape too.
Yeah.
I know Catelyn had it. So it's like animals that
Lebron
you.
had it.
Lebron had it.
Oh.
Oh, that's crazy.
I only know
Um,
2 forms, I think. So one of them's a horse.
Oh,
I
okay.
can
Did they
pick
change
another
it?
one until I level up.
Oh, it gave you options to pick.
No,
Oh.
but I just went with a horse because it was like top of mind,
Yeah, fair.
and it might be useful,
That's cool.
and it makes sense
So-
for a farm.
Does. Y'all head out back onto the pass. You walk, and as the sun gets higher and you travel further north, you notice the trees that dot the pass are changing, with more oak and maple trees appearing amongst the pines and the birches. You even see some flowers popping up through the thinner layers of snow. And eventually you see the snowy mountains transition to grassy hills and realize the landscape has changed drastically since you started your journey. The breeze is warmer, the air is denser and more pleasant, the land is flatter, and you can see far to the horizon, to the north, east, and west. Everyone give me a perception check as you look out.
Oh yeah, that's big.
Not
That's
one.
gotta be
I've-
big. 16.
Not one. Sorry.
Not
Oh,
1,
that's
5,
gross.
and 16. Gradient and Knack, you both catch a whiff of something sweet on the breeze. You can't really tell where it came from. Mavericks, you got a 15, you said?
16.
16. Mavros, you see a small farm a little bit to the north. And on the breeze, you get a whiff of something sweet that reminds you of baked goods, maybe even a pie. Mavros, you see this farm. And it would make sense that it would be you that picks out this farm. You see it's almost picturesque. You see a small barn beside a larger farmhouse. The farmhouse itself has a porch with a couple of wooden rocking chairs. On top of the farmhouse is this wind vane in the shape of a rooster that twists and creaks in the breeze.
Where's
Then
that?
behind,
Or
it's-
I don't know if it matters. Is it on the?
This is
okay.
just, yeah. And then behind the farmhouse, you see a big field of wheat. You hear the sounds of animals, grunts, whinnies, and moos coming from behind the closed doors of the barn. And one of the farmhouse windows is open. And on the windowsill sits a freshly baked pie. You can hear voices drifting out of the open window, but can't see anyone just yet. What would y'all like to do?
What the fuck?
Do y'all think we should approach it?
This looks
Seems
like a
safe
trap.
enough.
Let's go around.
Can I? Oh, wait.
What gives you that sense? Gradient.
Never mind.
Pie sitting on a windowsill in the plains in a house.
Would you rather it be sitting just in the grass?
Do we even need to go to this fucking house? Like, what are we doing? Are there
Well,
horses? Like, goddamn.
I'm hearing
Lockheed
whinnying
Martin.
and neighing. I'm hearing the noises.
Oh.
Yeah, you hear those from inside the barn, Mavros.
Oh, okay. So we do need.
If you use your ears.
Hey, Lockdrin,
Jesus.
do we what's like your moral compass look like? What does your moral compass look like? You know what I mean?
Pretty strongly skewed towards good.
Interesting.
I think
Wait, can I
we
cast
could-
detect
You-
magic on the
Yeah. On what?
on the pie.
what is you sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet of yourself.
Cool.
I get within 30 feet of the pie.
of the pie. So Knack like creeps up. Knack, I'm just gonna have you roll a stealth check as you creep up because you're kind of entering the farmstead property.
Nat 20.
Cool. Yeah. You move in silence. Gradient and Mavros, y'all are kind of talking. Gradient, Mavros, and Lokjin are kind of talking. You don't even notice Knack has slipped away, is down the path, and you cast Detect Magic. Knack?
Yes.
You sense absolutely no magic. Actually, that might not be true.
Magically delicious.
you actually do sense. Do you get
Thumbnail.
like exactly where the magic is?
Oh, if you sense such effects, you can take the magic action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears the magic. And if the effect, so like it would be like an aura exuding from.
Yeah, you get the sense that there is like one slightly magical thing in the area that you're in, but it's not the pie. It's nothing visible to you right now.
Okay.
Hey, Mav. So, shall we get some horses?
You know,
I go
I don't know
back.
how right I feel about stealing them. I mean, I can just turn into one, don't you know?
Right.
Hey, y'all.
How much gold you got?
Big
How much gold you got?
Plunder. Actually,
Can't you just fly?
Listen to me.
should I just?
That's
give
what
them
I was
gold?
about to say. Why don't we just pool our gold together?
Well, shit.
Yeah. All right.
You're already saving money on me. You can fly.
Look,
Why do you need a horse?
You got some. I probably don't, but look,
So we
you got gold.
We just need one horse.
You
I
look like a
don't.
pretty heavy. All right, you're not getting a horse, so I'm gonna
We got gold.
bribe them for some horsies. Thoughts?
How many?
Do they have
How many
horses?
do we need though? We've
Do we
already
see horses?
established there are.
Oh.
You hear the noises in the
neighed.
barn?
Oh, they neighed. I didn't hear that.
They neighed.
Or I
and
was
they
busy
neighed.
detecting if there was any
You're
fucking
right.
trap in this goddamn magic
Let's
house.
think logistically here. How many horses do we need to purchase?
Logistics, ballistics. Let's
Lotrin
fucking go ask.
needs one,
Mm.
although it reluctantly we would give it to him because he
Nah.
You
can
can have the worst
contributes
one. You
one.
can have the worst
Yeah,
one.
he can have the.
Well,
the worst
theoretically,
horse.
I did contribute because y'all got all the gold that you have by killing every guard in the town, which you would have died if I wasn't
Must
there.
have been the wind.
Theoretically, you don't have any gold, and you didn't even take part in the plunder. So
You didn't either. It says you were.
Yeah, where's your
Oh,
gold?
yeah.
Gradient.
then what's this? I flash one
Two
gold piece.
copper pieces.
Nice, one gold piece. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I jingle
Two
jingle
gold
that
pieces.
fucking bag.
Wow.
We get the man living on the
I
streets
toss
for money.
it up and like snag the gold back, put it in my pocket, and throw my wing out like
Yeah, like a
Dracula
cape.
leaving. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a cape. And I start walking towards the house. Hey,
Okay.
don't mind if I knock on the door?
Yeah, I'll let it happen. Fuck it.
Okay, Gradient. You're walking up to the door. Is anyone else, Mavros? Are you going up to the door?
Yeah, why
Nat,
not?
Nat
Why
goes up, but he's tentative. He's kind of like scoping out the house.
Okay, yeah. Loktrin kind of stays with you. Or Nak, if you're scoping out the house, do you want to do like a perception check or anything?
Sure. Oh, another nat 20. I'm going sicko mode.
Damn. This looks just like a perfectly normal. This is just like a
Ooh.
commoner farmhouse. They have a barn and they have a wheat field.
Can I actually go
very
back?
non-threatening.
Can I go back to the barn actually?
Yeah, Mavros walks over to the barn.
I'm gonna roll animal. No, I'm gonna roll. Would it be a nature or animal handling check? I'm gonna try and like assess these horses, see if there's like a best one.
Yeah.
You're getting ahead of the game.
Are you gonna open the barn doors?
Oh, is it not?
Yeah,
Oh,
do
no,
the
not
action
yet,
not
not
open
yet.
and then see
Not
what
yet.
happens.
No. I'm not gonna open
Okay.
it. I go back to the house.
Okay, y'all see Mavros walk over, realize the barn doors are closed, and then walk back. As Gradient, are you knocking on the door?
I look at him and then I look back.
Okay.
I pull out an arrow, not menacingly. Pull out an arrow and just kind of tap the door.
Wait,
Okay.
roll.
Oh. Do I just roll a d20?
Frozen gradient.
Actually,
For what?
Or if you
For
drew
what?
the stick.
Oh, yeah, true.
wait, what do
yeah,
you think? A D12 or a D20?
How many arrows did you have?
I
Never
don't
roll.
know.
Vibes wise.
I feel like
Oh,
just do 20.
20.
Just
I
do
have 20
yeah.
arrows.
Okay, roll a
Mhm.
d20. And on a 1, you draw the stick.
Okay. I got a nat 20.
God, this is crazy.
Has this happened before?
Nah. You must have a bunch of tabs open or something.
I got a nat 20.
Okay, you draw the best arrow. Yeah.
I knock on the door
you draw the
with
best
my best arrow. My internet connection
Cool.
is unstable.
Yeah, no, we can tell.
We can tell.
Is it?
We're nearly. This won't go on much longer. Thank God. You knock on the door with your arrow. You hear some voices from inside. Little pitter patter towards the door, and then the door opens. And there's this classic moment of like the door opens. Gradient, you're looking straight ahead. You don't see anybody. Then you hear a voice from down below, and you look down, and it's this this halfling man wearing overalls and a straw sun hat. He's got a stalk of wheat sticking out of his mouth, and it's going through his missing front tooth. And he says, "Ma, howdy there. What can I do for you?"
I would like to make you a kind offer, young sir.
Give me a persuasion check because you're holding a deadly weapon as you're talking
okay.
to him. And y'all still haven't bathed.
I got a 3.
You're covered in blood.
Oh, no.
Could we have ever
Forgot to
bathed?
bathe?
I got a 3. I got a 3.
Could we have bathed back at the keep? I
You
presume.
didn't say so.
Yeah.
No, but could we have?
You could have. Gradient definitely didn't, because y'all just laid him in the bed.
Oops.
I got a 3.
Yeah, you got a 3. He's kind of he kind of backs away a little bit scared. Says,
Okay.
What do you?
What do you,
I-
sir?
I look at my arrow and I say, "Don't mind that," and I toss it behind me.
Wait, luck check?
Like
If it hits
cartoonish.
it.
We don't need to do a luck check. He's just kind of stepping back, kind of staring at y'all wide-eyed.
I got a 6 on my luck check.
Tanner roll.
Anyway,
For what?
Oh, no.
what?
It didn't hit anything.
Tanner, you freeze every time you roll. Please
Yeah,
don't do
let's-
the
let's-
joking roll.
Tanner, don't roll unless I tell you to.
Okay, noted.
Just because normally I'd be fine with it, but just because you're freezing every single time you roll, it slows us down. He's just staring at y'all.
Okay, so I would like to buy one of your fine there horses in your shed. Thoughts? Positive or negative?
He's what? We got horses. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to. Can you? Sorry, maybe. Do you not speak? Can you understand me?
What? I just said we had horses. We have horses.
Oh no, I'm just like. Can we buy them? Is what I'm saying.
Lokdreen is like looking desperately at Mavros and Knack, trying like, can you help him?
You're so great. What do you mean?
Sir, no need to, sorry to alarm you. Obviously, you see a group of us looking the way we do,
Yeah.
holding what he's holding in his hand. I get how you're feeling. We're just weary travelers trying to get to what's the place we're trying to get to?
Vishvam.
Verlander.
We're just on our way to Vishvam. We're meeting up with some of our friends, and it would just do us the world of good to get 1 or 2 of your horses. That's all.
Check
Purchase
this
at a fair
out.
price,
I
and we're
pull
not
out
taking them.
4
Purchase at a
gold
fair
from my
price.
pocket and flaunt it in front of him.
Whoa. Yeah. Well, I'd sell you my horses, I guess. We got 3 of them.
Got 3 horses.
But
That's perfect.
No, we only need
Only
2.
one.
1. Yeah, we
So I
only,
can turn into.
yeah, we only need 1.
Why
well,
don't we check-
Mavros, you have how many wild shape charges?
We should
per
probably
day?
get another one. I only get 2. You're a good point.
Okay. Can 2 ride on? I assume I can't actually just fly.
I want
around.
my own horse.
You think you get? Well, a horse would move a little bit faster than 50 feet per second.
Oh, okay.
So you would trail behind,
Yeah, we'll do.
or 50 feet per round.
I guess we'll do.
Let's see.
Let's
can
get
2
3.
people ride on a horse.
Let's get 3 horses?
If
We're
two
just
people
having
could
this
theoretically
conversation
ride on a
in front of
horse.
us.
Okay. Yeah, you
How-
would be a little bit slower than the horses, Gradient. flying.
Okay.
You two people. I think it would probably be easiest if like Lokdreen rode with one of y'all, since he's the smallest. So yeah, 3 horses would work theoretically.
Why don't we? Could we go get a look at the horses?
Yeah, I can take you over there.
Thank you, Cat. Fuck, I keep going into.
Thank
Hey,
you kindly.
also,
Thank
Here, I'll
you
do it. Thank you
kindly.
kindly. I tip my hat.
real quick.
While I'm
though,
twirling my gun and like
What's-
scratching my beard with my
What's your
mustache
name?
with my gun.
My name's Spitter.
Spitter.
What's your real name, pal?
My real
Sorry.
name's Spitter.
Hey, Knack.
Because my name's fucking.
Hey,
All right,
Spitto.
Spitter.
Spitter, yeah. Can I
Yeah.
have that pie smells really good.
Oh,
Don't eat his damn pie. We have enough food.
We shouldn't impose on his pie. Don't ever impose on a man's pie.
I apologize for
we'll do
this
the horses first.
disgusting bird.
Yeah, we'll do the horses first.
Good.
Yeah,
good,
okay.
Good answer.
Thanks.
okay.
So how much are these
Don't
horses gonna
eat
run
the
us?
fucking pie.
What's the damage
But
on
it
these horses?
Smells good.
I eat the pie.
I'd give you a horse for, let's say, 50 each. 50 gold each.
50 for each horse. You say?
50? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you fucking me
Here
in
you
my
go.
fucking ass right now?
Yeah, wait, does he have 50 gold? You have 150
Yeah,
gold?
we do have a lot of gold, but
I was gonna pay for my horse.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hey.
Mavros, are you handing him the gold right
I
now?
can hand him 150 gold if y'all would be in.
yeah, you're holding the gold, right, Mavros?
Oh, is that why I have so much? That makes sense.
Yeah.
If you want to pay all 150,
yeah, here you
that's
go,
your
sir.
choice. Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, we got a deal. And I don't know why I only put 2 horses on this map, but there are 3.
I have the cow. You have a cow?
There's a map. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
we
I
got a
wasn't
cow,
even
but
looking at this. Oh my
We kind of
god.
need the cow.
Oh.
This our milk and
Mm-hmm.
cheese
Hey,
and butter.
Spitter.
You got anyone else living with you?
Yeah, my
Spitter?
wife.
She-
Yeah, my wife, Spitterina. And she kind of waves at you.
Hey.
She goes by Rena.
She doesn't go by Spitter.
Now that's me. I'm Spitter.
So,
So together you're Spitterina.
is this like your surname? In like,
Ah,
because
first name Spitter.
What's your
Okay,
last
no,
name?
no, do you see what I'm saying though?
Spit.
If okay, so your Spitter Spit, and
Yeah.
she is Spitterina Spit,
Or just Rena Spit.
right? Unrelated.
Hmm.
Who's your parents?
Oh, my parents. There's Billy Spit.
Can't do this. I leave.
Oh, are you just walking out with horse or without horse?
with my horse.
Okay, so there's 3 horses. One of them's kind of black, glossy mane. One of them's white, and one of them's like brown and white.
That's mine.
Who's
I call the black one.
okay? Gradient takes the black horse. Mavros takes the brown and white, leaving Knack with the white horse.
All right. I mean, don't mind if I goddamn do.
Lokdream kind of
I
walks.
name this horse. Is it a guy or girl?
Roll me a d4, and if it's odd, it's a guy. If it's even, it's a girl.
The 4.
So it's a girl.
Mine's
Max
also
has a girl horse.
3.
All right.
Mavros has a boy horse.
Lo-
I have a
Lonnie.
mare.
I dub thee Whitey.
Okay. Cool. Gradient has a mare.
Yeah.
Knack's horse is Whitey. Mavros' horse is Lonnie.
Mine
Gradient?
will be Todd.
Todd.
Oh wait, no, it's a girl.
Okay.
It's a girl.
Boach.
Toddrina.
Tadrina.
Yeah.
Spitter nods and says, "Oh, that's a fine name."
I
glare at
him without any emotion.
Oh yeah, I do.
All right, well.
Knack does the same. We all just like
Hey.
in Arrested Development when
Never
Anyang
seen
says Anyang and
Yeah,
everyone,
You're seething inside.
Yeah.
Spitter kind of just jingles the gold in his hand and says, "All right, well, ride on."
Hey,
don't
Enjoy
spend it
Fishbomb.
all in one place. Ha, ha,
Cam,
ha.
I have a
Appreciate your
campaign
kindness,
question.
sir.
What's your campaign question?
Are we like fugitives?
I feel like we wouldn't know yet.
What do you mean? Like from what?
Like we killed all those
Sparkle
guards.
Works.
I'm assuming, are there people looking for us?
So you killed all the witnesses, right? The only witnesses are the prisoners.
Okay.
Okay.
And
But-
they ain't gonna rat us.
Right. So,
Okay.
so nobody, like, you're not under the impression that you're running from the law right now, because really, like, once the scene is discovered, there's going to be no real evidence that it was y'all.
Okay, so we don't need
At
to
least as
like,
far as you know.
We don't need to, like-
One.
kill all people that see us.
You don't get the sense that Spitter and Spitterina are of
Our
danger
narcs.
to you.
Okay.
You've been
Yeah.
wanting to
narcs.
kill them this whole time, and I know it.
Hey, shall we head out, team?
Yes.
Off into the sunset, like
Crackle
we
neck.
do.
Rack.
What time is it?
Rack.
Yeah, it is. It could be sunset. Why not?
Fuck it.
Uh,
Sunset.
y'all take the horses. Knack on his white horse Whitey, Mavros on his horse Lonnie, and Gradient on his horse Tadrina. And who is Loktrine riding with?
The cow. I'm
we,
fucking care.
start riding and forget.
Come on, hey, I'm
Oh.
slower than all of you.
Oh shit.
Eye roll.
Let me on.
Here, he can ride on mine because I'm the lightest one. Probably.
Yeah, because you're bird bones.
Yeah, I'm hollow.
Although Knack is just so slight.
Well, anyway,
But yeah,
anyways,
Loktrine hops on reluctantly with you, Gradient. He'd probably rather ride with Knack.
That's fair. Thanks, Spit Take, for the horses.
Yeah, right. Have fun at Vishbam. It's a holy place.
It's a what?
Holy.
Like religion?
Well, not necessarily religious.
Like there's a lot
Well,
of
you don't-
holes.
Well, no. It's like everyone says, oh, all of life on Shanam originated from Vishbam.
What? Oh, the tree. I got
You know,
it.
they're
Yeah.
building a theme park around the tree, you know.
A theme park? What's that?
It's
You
like
know,
roller
the
coasters.
roller
and-
coasters.
Just don't
I
worry about
try
it.
to shadow.
There's nothing.
Yeah, I'm
There's
like,
nothing to
shit.
shadow. All right. Well,
I
enjoy the theme park then.
I pick up the arrow, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Got it. Yeah, no, I figured. Anyway, y'all gallop off into the descending sun across the plains towards Fish Farm. That's where we're going to stop for tonight. A nice, wholesome, no combat episode for the Mange Green Rangers. At long last. Ideally, was that your mic that you just put up? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was about to stop recording.
Yeah,
That's it.
I was inches away from clicking stop recording.
Well, good thing none of that got picked up on the mic then.
That's it for Blender Dungeon.
Yeah, thanks,
Everyone.
thanks for playing, guys.
It was a great. It was a.
I'll
It was a,
say-
it
I'll
was
be
a
the first to
bonding
say-
episode for the Mange Green
This will.
Rangers.
I'll be the first to say I am starving, but I'm here for y'all, our audience, our fans.
I ate beforehand.
and not okay.
I ate
well,
beforehand.
Didn't ask. Don't care.
I ate beforehand.
This is what people tune in for.
No, this
but
was
this
a fun
was
one.
fun.
I had a
This
fun
was
one.
fun.
I like
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
the character. I feel like it was harder to get into character when we were just fighting.
I need a.
Certainly.
I need
I
a
don't have lines.
Mavros
Mavros isn't a
ingredient
lines guy.
party for
Yeah.
you edit at the end of the campaign.
Good.
Party for you. Party for you.
I am thinking about putting more like montages out on TikTok now that we have so much content. Yeah. Anyway, there's so many clips could be taken from this. So many clips from today. Check them out on TikTok. Follow us at Blender Dungeon Pod on Instagram.
I think the
Dungeon
one
Pod.
clip is Tanner just saying, "Can I shit?"
Just that.
Asking,
Just
like
shit.
he's leveling up and
I'm
he
stopping.
stops to ask his DM if he can shit.
Corey has decided that we're done.
That's
so
what I'm
we
taking
are
from this
done.
episode. Thank you
All
for
right.
watching.
We've
Look out for that
been-
clip.
You've been. We'll leave that up to you. Bye.
So long. Welcome back, everybody, to Blender Dungeon. This is episode 10.
10?
Wow.
10.
10.
10.
Well, we can't all do that, Cameron. And so for the audio only listener,
Yeah,
Cameron,
describe this,
our
please.
DM is starting off on an ableist foot, and he held up 10 fingers, which, if you don't know,
It's trying to leave me out.
Paris only has one hand. So anyways,
He's joking. He's joking.
It's all
That's
a
not
joke.
true.
well, it is true, but it said lightly.
No.
Yeah.
No, I
Um,
have two hands.
But it is one strike.
In fact, that was actually fucked up of you, Woolsey.
Yeah, I don't
To
know what you're
out that
talking about.
to our listeners
Oh,
Not your secret to share.
is not.
you're
And
right.
it's clearly a secret.
This is the biggest secret Paris has.
I told you that in confidence.
Yeah. Last time on Blender Dungeon. Well, we have to introduce ourselves. I'm Cam. I'm the DM. I'm here with Woolsey.
I'm not going to say anything about myself because I don't want to out myself and give away any
Well,
more
just say
secrets.
things that you've already
I'm just
outed.
ashamed. I have brown hair. I wear glasses, and that's all I'm willing to share at this point. And I
Okay.
play Benny C.
And we have Paris.
Allison Chains.
One hand.
One hand.
Well, Allison has two,
That's true.
right?
Well, we don't know. And how could we?
Well, Allison dual wields daggers.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's.
It could be a foot.
That is true. Retcon. Last time on Blender Dungeon, Benny and Allison started out in Violet's wagon, escaping from Valuka as the lizard folk dealt with the fire Allison started. They were accompanied by the prisoners they freed from the palace: Bird, the Tabaxi from the clan of the Hidden Oasis, a sleeping tiefling girl, an old senile human man, and a human woman. They parked the wagon for the night, and as Violet and Barry set up camp, Allison had a somewhat confrontational conversation with the human woman, who introduced herself as Paloma and told Allison that she wanted to head to the mainland of Chenam. The next day, Barry and Violet dropped Benny and Allison off near the docks, where it's rumored a ship runs from the northern wastes to the Orcish coast. Allison had explained that the capital of the Orcish Empire. Allison hadn't explained that. Violet explained that the capital of the Orcish Empire in Chenam is called Kura, and is probably where the ship goes. Benny and Allison said a heartfelt goodbye to Barry and Violet and turned to go. Paloma said she wanted to take the sleeping tiefling girl with her to the mainland, but Bird refused, saying she'd be safer with the clan. Benny and Allison sided with Paloma, and Bird reluctantly allowed y'all to lift the tiefling girl out of the wagon. As soon as Violet, Barry, and Bird departed, the tiefling girl woke up. She seemed confused and didn't remember anything about how she got there, saying the last thing she remembered was a big city. She introduced herself as Nathala and pointed at an empty space in the air, saying she saw something. Allison looked through Bax's eyes and saw an invisible camera orb, the same kind that Allison and Benny had seen at their audition for Chenam Wants You. After a brief battle, Benny and Allison managed to destroy the camera orb, which crashed to the ground, sparking and smoking. Allison scooped up the pieces and approached Nathala. She looked into Nathala's eyes, noticing that they were golden and sparkling. And that is where we are now.
Benny is lost in her eyes.
Barry
Barry is gone, and Benny has a new crush.
Yes. Y'all are currently standing in the sand. You are staring into Nathala's eyes currently. There's a salty, fragrant wind that whips around you. Allison, you're holding the pieces of the camera orb, leaning down to talk to Nathala. Paloma stands off to the side, sword drawn, staring at the smashed camera orb. And Benny, you're a little bit behind. And Allison, you've just noticed that Nathala's eyes are golden.
Nathala,
Yeah.
what are you feeling right now?
No, nothing in particular. That was kind of fun.
Does this look familiar to you at all? And I hold up the pieces of the camera.
She's going to roll a history check. No, what's that?
Well, Benny and we auditioned for this show, and then we ended up here. And when we auditioned, there was this camera guy that was floating around following us, and it looked like this.
Oh.
And then we just ended up here.
Nathala says, "Oh, what's a show?"
TV? What's it called in this world? I forgot.
Magivision.
Like
Magivision?
Big Bang Theory.
Like the Big Bang Theory.
What's that?
It's kind of hard to explain. It's like
Are you like a granola girl?
Oh, I don't really know anything of I don't know anything that you're saying.
well, you don't really remember anything
So chill.
about your life before.
No, I don't.
But you know what a city is because you remember that you were in a city.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I assume in the city there might be like screens.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
Mm.
I just remember a lot of buildings.
Okay. Can I I'm trying to think of what we felt when we were
Do
gold.
you know anything?
Well, I know my name. And I know...
You know what a city is?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what this is? And I point to Bax.
That's a dragon.
Okay. Do you know what I am?
Actually, no. What are you?
A halfling.
Oh. I thought they looked different.
You're obviously confused.
Does Paloma react to this at
Yeah.
all?
Paloma's just kind of like staring at the camera orb and just says, "What should we do with that?"
Have you
Well,
seen this?
I am looking for materials, so I think
No.
that I could possibly use it, maybe to build some armor or something.
Well, instead of building something, can you put it back together in a way that we can try and understand it more?
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have been so reckless with destroying it.
Well, I was trying to get it to stop going away.
We need tact.
I know.
Yeah, I could try to put it back together. I just don't know if it's gonna attack us again.
Well, just its like brain.
God, I'll see what I can do. I kind of don't know what I know. Kind of like Nathala here.
Mm.
I'm discovering new skills about myself, so I'll see if I can kind of put it back together and understand it.
How long do we
Okay.
have till the ship leaves?
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Should we check it out? And we can kind of deal with this all in a
Yes.
second.
Yeah,
Yes.
that sounds good.
Okay. Cool. So Paloma kind of helps Nathala up onto her feet because she's just been sitting on the sand this whole time. She had just woken up. And y'all turn and you see the docks. A few 100 feet away, there are various people still milling about, making repairs and either untying or tying ropes. And you see one person dressed in robes walks away from the ship. They stop in the sand and they raise their arms, kind of stretching. Both of you give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
I also got a dirty.
No way.
Wow. You
I
both Woolsey's he fakes his roles. He's a problem player. Both of you look a little closer and you see that this person who's standing on the docks is a tiefling woman who seems to be dressed in wizard's robes. She yawns as she surveys the desert, and her eyes travel across the horizon, getting closer and closer to where y'all stand.
Hello there.
Her eyes kind of finally settle on the four of you standing at the top of the dune, and she kind of squints. Then she waves her hand. You're a little far away to like converse, but if y'all want to approach, then you can.
I turn into a perfect sphere and roll down the hill.
You do that?
Yes.
Shot.
In your, I think in Benny's mind, he turns into a perfect sphere
Yeah.
and rolls down the hill, but you kind of just like somersault.
He has 10 new bruises.
Yeah.
So y'all kind of skitter down this dune. Benny rolls, and you approach this figure, who you had seen. And you get a better view of them up close. Well, you already saw. So it's you see kind of her features a little more now. She has this patchwork sailor hat on, and she has dark purple hair that spills out over her shoulders. And she blows a strand of it out of her mouth as she turns towards you. You see her face with red skin, with prominent golden eyes, and two large ram's horns sprouting out of her forehead. She says, who do we have here?
You have golden eyes.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are they like glowing gold? Like that?
No. They're just like normal, like they
Normal
don't, they're
gold
not like
eyes.
sparkling like Nathala's eyes are.
They're kind of dull though.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your deal? What are y'all trying to catch a ride?
Yes.
Yes, it looks like you could use a first mate.
Well, I do already have a first mate.
second mate.
Well, we'll see.
Then he starts doing push-ups.
Oh no.
give me an athletics check.
That's in that one.
Perfect.
You you go down for one, and you try to push up, and you fart, and you fall.
Oh, the
into
sand is too hot.
She turns to you, Allison, and says, "Y'all are you going to the mainland?"
Yes.
Okay. How many of you?
Allison kind of eyes Paloma again, still wondering if she should take her with. She's like,
Please, we don't have to spend time together. I just need to be on the
okay,
show.
it's us four and Bax.
Okay, well, I guess he's fine. That'll be 50 gold.
Oh, geez.
50.
Maybe you could hire a couple third, fourth, and fifth mates, and we could work our way across the sea.
Interesting. I like the initiative. Is there anything y'all are good at? Anything y'all could
Nothing
help
with my
on the
hands
ship?
currently. They're first, maybe second degree burns.
Okay. A lot of
Anything-
stuff on this ship you need to do with your
I-
hands.
Can't do it.
I'm good
Can't
with
do it. Actually, I need workers' comp.
I can start some fires. And
Start fires.
but
okay.
only the ones that you want.
Okay, maybe you could help in the kitchens.
Yes. That's what I mean.
Okay. Did you kind of eyes you,
Bax-
Benny?
Can Bax can scout ahead of the ship?
Okay. Yeah. We do have a scout as well.
But it's not Bax.
No.
You should see what he can do.
He's
Okay. All right.
Paloma.
Paloma just kind of looks at her and says, I can clean the ship. I can do anything you need. Y'all have any gold?
Nope.
Give me a deception check.
It's an 8.
So you came here looking to book passage with 0 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
I'm just being silly. It's another thing that I bring to the table.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay, well, how much do you have?
That should be a
5.
deception check.
Is 5 is 5 also a lie?
Yes.
Okay, give me another deception check. This time with disadvantage because she is really not trusting you.
Oh man. 17.
Okay, if you're gonna keep lying to me, then I don't know if I'm gonna let you come on because this is kind of a trust thing. We're letting you on our boat. We are providing you passage, but I will be needing at least a little bit of gold.
Okay,
How about
we'll
15.
give you
You have 15?
we'll give you 15 gold now and 200 when we get
What?
when we get
No.
where we're going.
How are you gonna come up with
No.
200 gold?
No, I think that
Cross
what
that
about
bridge.
10? And we will do we will help
10
clean the
now,
ship.
300
No,
once we
Benny.
get there.
You already said 15.
What? We said 15? I think you said
He-
15.
she points at Benny and she says, he said yes to 15 now and 200 later.
But he's a child. He doesn't I feel like you're trying to take advantage.
Okay, we'll do. Give me a persuasion check, Allison.
27.
Okay, we'll do 10. Y'all better work hard though.
Always.
Okay, I still am not sure what you're gonna bring to the table. She looks at you, Benny.
I can when you stand on a towel when you don't want to bend down, you kind of move your feet, you shuffle your feet around to clean up a shower or something.
Yeah,
I
guess.
I can do that for now.
He's a musician.
I'm also a musician and I play the bass clarinet.
Don't include that.
That seems like something you would need your hands for.
Oh my god.
You're kind of talking yourself in circles here.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to do the 200 gold.
Okay, well, I have to have you work if you're not going to give me the 200 gold up front. Because 10 now, 200 later, and I don't particularly trust that you're going to be able to get me 200 gold later.
Yeah, we won't.
Okay, so you're going to have to play the bass clarinet. Is that okay with you?
Okay, I'll power through. The show must go on.
Okay. Well, I'm never one to turn down a little money and free labor. We're making our way down to the coast anyway, so it's a good thing you got here when you did. We're leaving today. All right, you come aboard.
Are there any
Let's go meet-
employee discounts?
We don't sell anything. I'm Debo Stormwind, by the way. I'm the captain of this ship.
Debo?
Debo.
Debo.
Tebow?
Yeah,
Debo.
Debo, short for debauchery.
Ah.
Oh. I'm Benny, short for what is my full name again?
Brandon.
Benny's short for Brandon somehow.
Oh, that is interesting. I wouldn't have come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
She looks at you, Allison.
Yep. It's the crew.
Okay. And she looks at Paloma. Paloma introduces herself, and Nathala kind of waves. And as y'all get closer to the ship, you see large white letters are painted across the dark oak hull that reads, "The Striking Tide." And you board the ship, and you are immediately surrounded by hustle and bustle. You see a bugbear man hurrying about
Whoa.
securing cargo. You see a Githzerai man and a hobgoblin woman are
Whoa.
carrying crates to a door towards the back of the deck, where an Aarakocra man moves them inside. A Furbolg, this fey half giant, climbs up a ladder towards a crow nest at the top of the mast. And Debo shouts up to her and says, "Hey, Alama, we got some passengers. What are your names again?"
Benny.
Allison.
Okay, it's Benny, Allison, and Paloma and Nathala. And Alama from the top kind of waves and says, "Oh, nice to meet you."
Mhm.
And she continues to climb up the ladder. And Debo turns to y'all and says, "She's the lookout. She kind of likes to keep to herself anyway, so she stays up there most of the time." And y'all see a dragonborn with black scales. This dragonborn has red scales, but imagine they're black. Climbs over the side of the ship with a hammer and immediately runs to the other side of the ship and hops over the edge, grabbing onto the side and hammering away at the side of the ship. And Debo says, "And that's Barash. He's the shipwright." She points to the Githzerai and the hobgoblin, these two, who are still hauling crates to and fro. She says, "That's Greth and that's Raylene. They're the swordsmen." And she points to the Aarakocra with owl-like features, who's bringing the boxes through the door and into the interior of the ship. She says, "And that's Ayal. He's the cook. You're going to help him." She points to you, Allison. She says, "You're going to help him." And a woman appears atop some stairs that lead up to the upper deck of the ship. And she calls out to Debo. She says, "Ready to go, Captain." And Debo says, "And you'll meet everyone later. I'm kind of bored. Hang out for a second." And Debo sprints up the stairs and stops at the edge of the ship. And the Githzerai and the hobgoblin, who Debo introduced as Gresh and Raylene, rush past y'all and hoist up the gangplank. Run over here and bring up the gangplank. And y'all are kind of like dodging these people as they're running around you. And Debo yells, "Wood!" And this bugbear looks up at her and just kind of waves. And he pulls a rope dangling down the side of the mast, and the big black sail unfurls above you, revealing a painted insignia. It's a white skull and crossbones with ram's horns sprouting from the skull, and behind it, a yellow dagger of lightning is painted across the sail. And the ship jolts off the beach as the sail catches a gust of wind. And all the crewmates on the deck hurry to the two massive oars on either side of the ship and pull with loud grunts. And the ship shudders into the waves with their effort. And you feel the salty breeze against your faces as the ship picks up speed. And Raylene, the hobgoblin, turns towards you. She's like over here. And they're like on the sides. And Raylene turns towards you and says, Hey, passengers, a little help," as they're pulling the oars.
Penny C looks down to his hands, just shrugs his shoulders.
Allison will go help.
Okay, Allison, you run over. Paloma is also going to go over and just leaving you, Benny, and Nathala just standing in the middle of the ship watching as these people are rowing away. Allison, give me a strength check to see how well you do with the oars. Or athletics.
Oh, that's right. 13.
13. Allison, you pull your weight.
Ah,
You do pretty well. Benny, you are the recipient of some dirty looks as everyone rows into the ocean. And after some strong pulls of the oars, the ship steadies and begins its smooth passage through the ocean. All of the crew members catch their breath and then scatter, tending to their specific tasks. Y'all are left standing on the deck of the Striking Tide. What would you like to do?
Allison,
Yes.
whenever I was picturing a ship, I was picturing more of like a what's the name of the company that Sparkleworks.
Yeah.
I was kind of picturing more like the Sparkleworks cruise line. This seems like 100% a pirate ship.
I mean, probably.
Like it seems like we should get off of this boat right now.
Why?
These are all scary looking people, and I don't really see how I'm gonna rise the ranks. It's
Well, Benny, I don't think that that's necessarily the goal here.
okay. I'm just a little worried. I've already got
We've done some scary things.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe if I work on this, putting this thing back together, then maybe they'll see some value in me and working with my hands.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna get started just kind of tinkering with the robot.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to piece it back together to see if I can learn if it'll still turn on or something like that, or how to turn it on.
Did it talk at any point in time?
No, it did not. It didn't say anything.
Or what
Benny,
the cloaking. I'm
Ooh.
also curious, like what the cloaking technology is.
If we could like watch the footage.
Yeah.
as you're looking at the at this camera orb, give me just a raw intelligence check as you kind of pick through the pieces.
The 9.
A 9. You're able to understand, like, okay, this is the lens that the orb was looking through. You're able to see kind of like little light function on the orb that turns red when it's recording. You are able to like piece together the shell a little bit, the copper that was around it. You get a sense of, the wires and the you see like transmitters that were broadcasting whatever it was recording somewhere else in an antenna. But you're not necessarily able to do anything with the stuff that you currently have yet.
Okay.
I'll let you make another check later on in the day,
Okay.
maybe, if you want to keep looking at it. As Benny does that, Allison, is there anything you want to do?
Can I go to the person that was, I can't remember their name, that was responsible for the lookout?
Yeah. That person's name was El Lama.
The llama.
So that person is up. She's up in the crow's nest. So it's like a ladder that climbs up there.
Okay.
You want to climb up?
Yes.
Cool. You climb up to the top of the crow's nest. As you're climbing the ladder, there's this warm, salty air that blows against you consistently. Eventually, you make your way to the top, and you find El Lama, the Furbolg, looking out at the horizon with a pair of binoculars. With her other hand, she's absent-mindedly strumming a harp that she has slung across her body. She has this fleshy pink skin and long red hair that reaches down almost to her waist. At nearly 11 feet tall, she towers over you. She doesn't really notice you initially, as you're so much shorter than her, and she's got her eyes on the horizon. But eventually, she looks down and says, "Oh, hello."
Hi.
Hi.
I wanted to introduce you to Bax, and then I summoned Bax next to me.
Oh.
He's
That's
really
cool.
good at going out and seeing things. So I thought he could help.
Okay. Yeah. How am I? Can he like talk to me if he sees something?
No, but he can tell me, so you can tell me if you need him to go see something.
Oh, okay. So he can just kind of stay here with me?
Yes.
Cool. And she kind of reaches out to Bax to see if like he wants to like land on her arm or anything like that.
I like to tell Bax to do it.
Cool. Yeah. Bax goes and kind of perches on her arm. She just kind of like pets him a little bit.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye. And Allison, you're climbing down.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there somewhere else you want to go?
I'll just
I'm
go
gonna say
check
like
in on
Benny
Benny.
is still at
still
time wise.
working.
Benny's still kind of looking at the stuff, the camera orb. So what did you say you wanted to do?
Where's Paloma?
Paloma is she is up here talking with these three, with Debo, with the person who called to Debo, this woman, and with the bugbear.
Can I stroll past them and try and listen in?
Yeah. I will say there's not really like they're at the tip of the ship. There's not really like
A casual place to
a
linger.
casual way for you to walk past. You could like amble up nearby if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think Allison right now is thinking that all these people are like pretty cool. So I think I'm like kind of lingering, trying to get in with the crowd.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. What would a nonchalance check be? Give me like a charisma check. Just a straight charisma.
Cool. Oh, I always forget that it's its own thing. 12.
12. You kind of like lean over the edge, kind of close to their conversation. And you hear pretty instantly, Diva goes, "Oh, hey, Allison.
Hi.
Hey."
Hey.
Well, yeah, Paloma's kind of talking with Debo, and you hear Debo kind of turn back to Paloma and say, "Yeah, I just go talk to Ayal, and he'll tell you what you need to do to help clean up and stuff." And Paloma says, "Okay," and she heads down. She walks through this door, and disappears into the interior of the ship. And Allison, you approach this group, and Debo says, "Allison, come meet our first mate. This is Woodaraj. He'll take over in case I..." And she does like a little rope on her neck motion. And the bugbear man nods at you politely.
Woodaraj.
Yeah. And then Debo says, "And this is Yao Tal. She's the navigator." And Yao Tal gives just like a little grunt without looking at you. Give me a perception check.
12.
12. You notice that her hair seems like unnaturally heavy. Like it's like almost like dreadlocks, but they seem weighty. Like they don't move like normal hair would. They just kind of dangle with weight, and they swing. And Debo says, anything you need?"
I was just checking in.
Okay, well, go get started on your tasks, I guess. This isn't a free ride or anything.
No, I know. I was just okay, bye.
All right. And tell that weird little hippo kid to play his bass clarinet or something.
Well, I think it's his okay. Bye.
Okay. Allison, you head
Allison
down.
has quickly changed her mind.
Benny, you see Allison descends the stairs. What do you want to do?
Can I kind of I'll go up to Nathala.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, she's just kind of like standing by the side of the ship, watching as watching the water.
hey! I kind of snapped in her face.
Hi.
Sorry, I know you're a little out of it, but we, it's not a
okay.
free ride. So can you come with me?
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, here, come on.
Okay.
Quickly.
Where are you gonna go?
We're gonna go to the two little freaky guys towards the front.
Okay. You walk up to the two who Debo introduced as the swordsmen of the ship. And they are, one of them is Greth the Githzerai, and the other is Raylene the Hobgoblin. And as you walk up these stairs, you hear clanging swords, and you see the two of them sparring. Greth is using a rapier, and Raylene is using this shimmering short sword. And Greth is wearing leather armor. He's tall with greenish yellow skin and pointed ears. His nose is small and points upward, and his bald scalp dully reflects the harsh sun from above. He has one hand on a rapier, on his rapier as he's kind of fencing. And Raylene has reddish brown skin and long orange hair, and she is like sparring with her short sword. Give me an insight check as you watch, Benny.
Okay. 8.
8. These two seem to be on pretty equal footing. Greth is fighting with a little more dexterity while Raylene is relying on pure strength. But eventually, as they're sparring, Greth ends up tripping Raylene, who falls to the deck with a grunt. And Greth steps back silently and paces while Raylene staggers to her feet. And she looks at you and she says, "You enjoying the show?"
As much as I can. It's a little sloppy.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, what you want to step in?
I really shouldn't, because that's not in my job description.
Then what are you commenting for?
Well, I wanted to talk with the two of you, and ask some questions. I'm
What?
kind of third mate, and I just recently appointed, and I just have some questions about where the lifeboats are.
Give me
and if there's
a
any...
persuasion check to see if they turn away from you mid-sentence.
Persuasion, that's 18.
18. Raylene says, "What? Get out of here!" But Greth kind of turns towards you and says, "Raylene, relax. What's going on? What do you need?"
Are you too happy with your jobs?
I'd say so. I mean, we kind of live freely out here,
But things could be better, right?
and things could always be better.
Yeah. I just know how pirates are. And and I just think it'd be good if we all had each other's back.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
And I'm going to hand him 15 gold.
Way.
Whoa! Nice. He kind of interesting.
Does that mean the 10 was my goal?
Yeah.
He
Jerk.
interesting. He looks at you, Benny. Are you doing this like just to him and trying to hide it from Raylene, or are you doing it in front of both of
I'm
them?
doing it to both of
Greth kind of looks at you, then looks up at across the ship at Debo, and Raylene kind of shoulders him to the side and says, "Hey, relax." And then she grabs the gold and says, "Thank you. Yeah, we got each other's backs."
Okay. I'm gonna need a little more information. But there's more gold where that came from.
What? Okay, this isn't as I thought you were just handing this out as like a show of good faith. It is a bribe.
Well, yes and no.
Just ask me, what do you need? We can talk.
Well, I just want to know politically on this ship, kind of where everyone stands.
Okay.
So there's the captain,
Yeah.
Tebow,
Debo.
and then there's the first mate, the bear guy.
Yeah, his name is so hard.
Woodarash.
Woodrash. And then there's the I assume the navigator is kind of next in line,
I mean,
second mate.
not necessarily. To be honest, we don't really worry about the line of succession because we really don't think Debo's going anywhere.
Well, this is the problem. There's no organization. No one is accountable.
You've been on here for 10 minutes. What do you mean this is the problem?
Okay.
You don't know how we're
Okay, so
everything's
then
fine. We're
I'm
doing
third
great.
mate. Who's below me?
Okay, third mate doesn't really exist, but if you want to be third mate, she can be below you. And she points to Nathala, who's just kind of been standing there watching.
Nathala, what are you doing standing there? Go grab
What?
a bucket or something.
You told me to come with you.
Well, take some initiative.
You are not helping with my disorientation. And she turns and walks.
Well, consider this your orientation, Nathala.
She's not listening to you anymore. She walks.
I thought she was
to the
cute
inside
for
of the
2
ship.
seconds.
Okay.
Okay, now this
Yeah,
is
you
how
can
you
be
do
third
it,
mate.
and I'll pick up a sword.
Okay. Whose sword?
Whoever lost, it's kind of a winner stays situation.
Okay. So you're reaching for Raylene's sword.
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check.
With advantage because I gave gold. No, that's 13.
13. She kind of regards you for a second, then she smirks and she hands you the sword and she looks at Greth and she says, don't hold back. And she goes and like leans up against the edge of the ship as she watches you start sparring with Greth, if that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna spar.
Cool. He says, are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, we need to see, what we're made of.
Okay. And he draws his sword. Roll initiative.
That's 10.
Cool. You're up first. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm seeing if I am proficient with a sword.
So you were handed a short sword. So I actually don't think you have proficiency with this.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, good call.
So you won't add your proficiency bonus. You'll
Okay.
add your strength modifier. Actually, it's finesse.
So
So you'll
dex-
add your dexterity modifier.
Okay. Got it. Okay. I will take a swing.
Cool.
Do we have 2 attacks? I don't think so yet.
You
No.
definitely shouldn't. I don't think
No.
Bard
I
and
just have 2
Artificer
weapons.
maybe ever get 2 melee attacks.
I have 2 weapon fighting too. That's probably. I'm just using the sword because that's kind of the rules.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a swing with my sword.
Cool.
That's a 7.
That misses. He
Okay.
dodges to the side, and he is going to come at you with his rapier now. I'm assuming. Well, do you want to take a bonus action? You can do anything.
Perusing my spells. No, I don't. I'm gonna follow the rules of the.
He is going to take an attack at you with his rapier. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Cool. He kind of quickly taps you on the side with his rapier. Not really trying to do damage. And then he hits you a second time. Taps you on the neck this time. He says, "Want to keep going?"
Very nice. I think I'll leave the grunt work to you two.
Okay. Raylene just kind of snorts and says, "Okay, that was nice job."
Let's continue this. Okay, so you two are now on my side, and if there were to be a mutiny, we would see where the dominoes fell. And I wink.
They kind of just look at you. They're not seemingly threatened by your suggestion of a mutant.
Okay, I'm gonna walk off.
Cool. Benny walks away. Allison, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll go look for Paloma.
Okay. You walk inside. You walk through this door. Benny, you are not here. You walk into the galley. It's through this door that is in between the stairs that lead up to the front of the ship. You see that Paloma and Nathala are kind of mopping the floor
That's my
around
employee.
around the stove. The galley is this large room. There's a kitchen off to one corner, a dining table in the middle of the room, and a desk off to one side. There are a few people in the room. The Arakakra, who you saw before, that Debo introduced this person as Ayal, the cook. He is chopping up some vegetables next to a stove with a pot of bubbling water. He's whistling as he does so. The Dragonborn with black scales, who was like hammering the ship earlier, lounges on a plush chair off to the side. His eyes are closed and his hammer is across his lap. There's a halfling woman with white hair and a jagged scar across her face, who is sitting at the desk up in the corner of the room. She's grinding up some herbs using a mortar and a pestle. And there's a Githzerai woman who is sitting at the dining table, blowing into a horn made of a dark-looking metal. And the horn is like emitting just kind of like a sad, somber song. What do you want to do?
I'll go up to the woman who's playing the horn.
Okay.
Um,
She kind of eyes you as she's blowing this somber tune into her horn.
I'll
And as you get closer, give me a nature check.
14.
14. There's something special about this horn, but you can't really tell what it is. And as you're watching, you feel her tune kind of bolsters you a little bit. And she looks up from her horn and she winks at you. She says, "A little something for the road." And you've gained a bardic inspiration from her.
Ah,
One that's a D8 of bardic inspiration.
cool.
She
Allison
goes back to
flushes.
playing her horn.
I'll just mumble like a thanks, and then I'm gonna go over to Nathala and say, how are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Nothing's changed.
No, I'm just cleaning.
What's your plan? What are you gonna do on me?
I don't know. I just kind of woke up and
you just
nobody's really told me where we're going.
you just
but-
seem very calm for someone who has no idea who they are or where they are.
It's like if Jason Bourne woke up and sat on the couch. Just like, okay.
That not worry
I
you?
don't know. Everyone seems okay. Everyone seems cool. It's been fun so far. I saw you guys fight a ball.
Yeah.
Then I got on a pirate ship.
Have you ever seen one of those before? Like, you kind of woke up. I guess you woke up and just you straight away saw it. Have you seen anything else that seems out of place?
No, I don't think so.
Nothing.
Just kind of scans the room. No, nothing crazy.
Will you tell us if you do?
Sure, definitely.
Okay. Paloma, where are you gonna go?
I'm gonna get off wherever they drop me off and figure it out from there.
Okay. Bye, guys.
You're so suspicious.
Well, I think I feel like I'm Benny and I have a reason that we're doing this, and I just don't know why.
I guess that's fair. I guess we all have. I was just in prison for no reason. I guess we all have reasons to be suspicious.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll walk over to Isle.
Ayal, yeah.
Isle.
Don't really know how to pronounce it. That's fine.
Isle.
Ow.
You walk up,
Sorry.
Loki,
Way too big a laugh.
and he says,
Thanks. Thanks for taking that back.
he says, "Oh, you're one of the passengers."
Yes, and I can. I'm good with fire.
Well, that's great. Nice to meet you. I'm Ayal. I do the cooking on the ship.
Nice to meet you.
Sure. So, what are you good at?
Fires.
Oh, okay, fires.
Yes.
All right. Well, I am making some vegetable stock right now. You go to fires. Maybe. Let's see. You could. I mean,
I can also
Gotta have-
I can stir things.
You wanna? Okay. How about? You wanna chop things? Can you chop things?
Yes.
All right. Here. Go ahead and chop these veggies while I move on to prepping lunch.
This is when
Okay.
Allison loses her hand.
Yeah. This is it.
Cool. So you move over to the vegetables that he was chopping. It's just like big heaping pile for so many crew members. Give me, as you approach, I'm gonna say you're good with knives. You've proven. You can use your proficiency bonus and your dexterity modifier on just a skill check. So give me a d20 roll, add your proficiency bonus and your dexterity modifier.
Where's my proficiency?
Proficiency bonus right now,
Should be. It's a +2. It's next to this.
is it still a +2?
Next
Where
to
did
the
you see
C.
that? Oh, I see. Okay, plus dex too, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 11.
11.
Not
You do a pretty good
great.
job. You do a pretty good job.
They're really
Um,
big chunks of vegetable.
Yeah.
You cut a carrot in half.
Yeah.
After a while, Ayal approaches you again and says, all right, you know what, that works. It's just
You
a
finished
vegetable
way too
stock,
fast.
so
I'll-
it's all gonna kind of go in the same place anyway.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Have you been on this ship a long time?
Yeah, pretty long time.
Why did you choose to be are you a pirate?
I guess yeah, you could say that. Me personally, Aarakocra kind of have a history of being hunted for sport. My family kind of had to flee from where we were, got separated, and then I was just kind of moving around from place to place. I met Debo. Told her I could cook. I came on the ship.
Do you like Debo?
Yeah, I do. She keeps us going in the right direction.
Do you all just sail around, or do you raid ships?
Well, we don't raid any ships
Mm.
that go against
Ah.
kind of our moral convictions, if you will.
You don't.
Right. So let's say there's a small fishing boat.
Mhm.
We're not really going to mess with the small fishing boat.
Okay.
Let's say there's a
I'm not
Sparkleworks
judging.
cruise liner. Sparkleworks cruise liner. We might hop on, but it's never like oh my god, pirates are here. We're holding the ship ransom. Like we get in, we get out.
Do you see a lot of Sparkleworks cruise liners?
I mean, they're everywhere these days, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah. luxury stuff. Go around the coast,
Do you
go
ever
through the channels.
watch any of the shows that they do?
Not really. I mean, I know about them. I heard about them.
Mm.
We kind of go all over the place, but I've heard the murmurings of like the new shows that they do are really popular, but I've been on the ship for longer than that. We don't really have a Magivision set on here, so
Okay. I was
Okay.
just curious.
Allison, as you're talking to him, and Benny, kind of simultaneously, Benny, as you finish up with the sparring that you did, and Allison, as you finish talking to Ayal, whether you hear a loud bell from above. Benny, from the top of the ship, from above board, you hear, you see Woodaraj, the bugbear, sprints down the stairs, looks over in your direction. He's really looking at Raylene and Greth. He puts 2 fingers to his eyes. Then he raises his hand and he flaps it as if to imitate a flag.
I'm imitating this because I think he's looking at me.
he looks at you and nods. And then he sprints into the galley. Allison, you see him sprint in. And you see him do basically the same thing.
Can I look
2
through
fingers to his
Bax's eyes?
Yeah.
When I hear the bell?
Yes, you can. You switch to Bax, and you're up there with Alama now. You see Alama's ringing this bell. And with Bax, you look out, and you see a ship in the distance, a little bit further away from you. And Benny, you see Greth and Raylene kind of run past you. And Greth grunts at you. He says, "We saw a ship. Just stand by." And
I try to do the hand signal at them as they run by.
okay. They kind of ignore you. You see Debo runs to the crow's nest. And Alama climbs down to the deck as Debo climbs up. Back in the galley, Allison, you see that the halfling woman who's grinding herbs stays where she is. The sleeping dragonborn in the corner stays where he is. Ayal just kind of keeps cooking. Doesn't look super concerned. Actually, you don't see this, but this is what's happening. Benny, you see Greth and Raylene actually run into the galley as well. They disappear into the galley. Yautal up at the top runs to the edge of the ship, readies her bow. You haven't seen this person yet, Benny, but the woman who is playing her horn runs out onto the deck. And Woodaraj, the bugbear, runs back onto the deck. And Benny and Allison, you're still seeing this through Bax, but you'll see as the ship draws closer, it's about the same size as the Striking Tide. It's got blank sails. And Benny, from where you are, and Allison, from Bax's point of view, you can't see anyone on board just yet. And Benny and Allison, you'll hear Debo from the crow's nest shout out, "Hello!" And Benny, you see the woman holding the horn looks over at Woodaraj and says, "Looks like an orc ship." And she looks at you, Benny, and she says, "We're pretty friendly with them, so it shouldn't be any trouble." And everyone kind of relaxes a bit, but still watches with curiosity as the ship nears.
The orcs?
Yeah.
Do I have an opinion on orcs?
Oh no.
Give me a history check. You can form your own opinion based on the knowledge that you have.
3.
You don't know a ton about them. just based on like species stereotypes.
No.
They're
forums.
pretty they're like they're strength based societies focused on like warrior strength and like martial law basically. And everyone's watching as the ship draws near and Debo yells out, "Hello?" And the ships pull basically parallel with each other, about 500 feet away. And then Debo yells, "Anyone there?" Then suddenly there's a boom from the ship and a splash. And the crew of the Striking Tide stands stunned for a second as sea spray washes over everybody. And then Debo yells, They fired! They fired! We're under attack!"
I knew
And
it.
everyone
I knew
jumps.
the orcs were no good.
Everyone jumps into action. Yautal starts raining arrows from her longbow. The musician next to you, Benny, sounds her horn. And cannons from below on the Striking Tide start firing. What do y'all want to do? Allison, you're still looking through Bax's eyes.
Are we sure that it fired?
Give me a perception check. Both of you.
3.
12. Rolled like 10, 12s.
Benny,
Actually,
you are
4.
certain. Benny, you saw water splash and a bang. Allison, from Bax's point of view, you definitely saw a cannonball come from the ship and land in the water. Yeah, that's what you saw.
Okay. I'll run up to join everyone.
Cool. Allison, you run back on to the top of the ship. Is there anything you want to do when you come up here?
I kind of want to stay in Bax's like vision, like run up and then go back into Bax's vision, and I kind of want to send him over to just scout what we're up against.
Over to the ship?
Yeah.
Is there any range on Bax?
I was just looking to see because I remember I thought I saw somewhere that there was.
100 feet. Is the
Well, that's
yeah,
to deliver a.
and the communication.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
100 feet?
Yes, I can hear.
So currently the other ship is 500 feet away.
Okay. Dang. Okay, I guess I'll just run up and say, what do we do?
Okay. You run up and ask, "What do we do?" You see Ilama's kind of like wringing her hands nervously. Wudaraj has his sword at the ready. Everybody's kind of tense right now. And cannonballs from below start like shooting out from the Striking Tide at this other ship. Benny, is there anything you want to do?
I'm really not close enough to do any sort of attack. Could I run downstairs and look at the? Do we have cannons?
Yeah, there are cannons shooting from the Striking Tide for sure.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Let me actually. No one's got the wheel.
No one's at the wheel right
Oh
now.
no. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna run down to check out the cannons.
Okay, Benny runs
He considers
to check out the cannons.
He does. He knows that it might be a good career move to to grab the wheel, but he goes.
So Benny, you run through the galley. There are these two doors. I'll say that. Do you want to run? Which one do you run? Do you want to run through the door on the top or the door on the left?
Where did I come from?
You came from the bottom here.
I'll go to the left.
Okay, so you run into this room and you see that everyone's still kind of, with the exception of Paloma and Nathala, everyone's calm. This dragonborn is still sleeping. This halfling in the corner is crushing herbs. The cook Ayal is still cooking. You run through.
Smells good.
And you he kind of waves at you, and you run into the door on the left, which does happen to be the gunnery. You run in and you see a young orc man is standing at one of the cannons.
They've breached the hole. They're boarding us.
As you say that, you also see Greth and Raylene are also manning some cannons, and there's loading them and firing at this other ship.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do.
And there's a fourth cannon here that's unoccupied, and
Yeah.
it has cannonballs next to it.
I was thinking about tinkering a cannonball, but I'm just gonna run up and try to fire a cannonball.
Cool. You grab. Do you think you've worked a cannon before, or have you like maybe
Absolutely.
seen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, you think so?
No, I'm a 12-year-old
Okay.
middle school band student.
But do you think you've seen like media or anything that would inform you on how to do it?
I think Benny knows as much as I do, like in
Okay.
real life, and I think that you put the cannonball in the front of the cannon,
Yeah.
and then I think maybe some gunpowder too, and then you kind
That is what I think, so we're gonna go with that. You do that. You kind of line up the cannon.
I'm also
and-
watching the other
Yeah,
people
yeah,
do it too.
Greth and Raylene, who you've kind of worked up some kind of relationship with, kind of nod at you approvingly. Give me a ranged weapon attack with this cannon. So we'll do your proficiency, and you're an artificer, so I'll say that you can have proficiency with this cannon.
Okay.
So add your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity.
Okie dokie. I'm just rolling like garbage today. That is 9.
A 9. Your cannonball splashes into the water. You can give me one more.
Okay. That's a 13.
13. This is a big target. So I will say that your cannonball does actually crash into the side
Woohoo.
of this ship. And Benny, from your perspective through like this little porthole that you're shooting from, the ship that you're firing at stops.
I get
As soon
it.
as your cannonball hits it, it stops.
What?
And the striking tide continues to drift past it. Allison, from where you are, you can see Debo kind of looks confused for a second. And there's nothing happening from this other ship right now. And she says, hold fire, hold fire. And Benny, from where you are, everyone in the gunnery stops and just kind of like waits and listens. The other ship looks eerily still. Like you would get the impression that a big ship like that would have like a little momentum that would carry it forward. You also haven't seen anyone drop the anchor on the other ship or anything like that. It's sitting on the water perfectly still. And Debo yells at the top of the ship, yells, Yao Tall, swing us around, prepare to board. And she looks at you, Allison. She says, you can fight, right?
Yes.
Okay, you want to pay for your passage? You're coming on board.
Okay.
Okay, where's the little hippo kid?
I don't know. Maybe we should
Hippo
leave it
kid!
behind.
I run up.
Hippo
to-
kid! Benny, you hear?
He's a
from above.
halfling. He's a halfling.
Where's the hippo?
Halfling.
I can help find this hippo kid.
Halfling
Oh,
kid.
that's me. That's me.
Come, let's go. Get up here.
I swing on a rope and do a backflip and land in a superhero pose.
Okay, from the gunnery, you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You swing-
In the door.
underneath.
Some door, some rope
Everyone-
hanging from the ceiling.
There is a like a sitcom clap and cheer from seemingly nowhere.
I'm back in the show.
And Yao Tal from the front of the ship, or the striking tide, like pulls up alongside this other ship. Yao Tal yells, "Anchor!" And Woodaraj picks up this huge iron anchor and drops it off the side of the ship with a splash. Debo and Breath and Raylene also run up with you, Benny. And the musician and you and Benny Allison approach the side of the ship. Debo looks at y'all and says, "Ready?"
Yes.
I kind of eye my my new compatriots and wink at them and I say yes.
Yeah. Raylene kind of winks back at you. And they all jump onto this other ship. And as you land on this other ship, the sound of your feet hitting the wood echoes against the empty wooden surfaces. There's no one and nothing on this ship. Everything is eerily quiet and eerily still.
Did
What do you wanna
Bax
do?
come with me?
Yeah, Bax can come with you.
Can I roll a perception through Bax's eyes?
Yeah, can. What
Does
does
that
like
change things?
what can you read the language of his like perception abilities?
He has advantage on wisdom checks that rely on sight, hearing, and smell. He has passive perception of 13.
So he gets advantage on perception.
Tremor sense. Yeah.
Unless it's taste perception.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, I forgot this. And so focus on D&D, I like forgot the Celtics were playing a critical game.
What's the score?
So he just has advantage on perception basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you want to run a perception check through Bax, you can.
Oh no. The 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
Bax kind of flies around the ship, looking around. There's like nothing here. Nobody here. There's not even equipment on the top of this ship. And as Bax is flying around, there's suddenly this loud, sickening cracking sound. And Benny, you look up, and Allison through Bax's eyes, you look up to see the mast of this ship splitting in half and falling towards y'all. Allison, you are looking through Bax's eyes.
Mhm.
How quickly can you go back to yourself? Just right away.
I think it's instantaneous.
Yeah, it says instantaneous.
Okay. I'm going to say since you're bouncing from Bax to you, both of you are going to give me a dexterity check. Allison, give it to me with disadvantage.
Oh, I thought you meant
A
Bax
dex
and
No.
save.
Yeah, dexterity save.
Oh no. 5.
14.
14. Benny, you are able to jump out of the way at the last second. You're only hit with some splinters as the mast crashes down into the boat. You take 5 piercing damage from splinters. Allison, the mast, you switch back from Bax a little too late, a little disoriented. You can't quite get out of the way as the mast of this ship smashes into you, pins you against the deck. You take 15 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
What?
Because I think
Really?
we got
Allison.
hurt. We didn't sleep after we fought the robot.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Allison gets just smashed into the deck, knocked on. You should have been able to take a short rest though. I should have given you a short rest.
I don't know. She got straight to cooking.
Yeah, how does that work? Do y'all have to ask me for a short rest? I don't know.
Probably.
Okay, yeah.
I have never
I don't
been.
want the YouTube short.
This is just
comments.
out of. I don't think I've ever been down when playing with you guys.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because it's Elo and I just was like,
Yeah, true.
no, I don't mean it like that.
Wow.
I'm just saying I just-
I go down to
winning the game.
Yeah, Allison, you get smashed into this deck. Benny, you see Allison get crushed into the deck. And as you're laying down, kind of woozy, you not only feel broken wood all around you, you also feel something warm and wet. And you look down, and oozing from the mast and from the shattered pieces of the boat is this golden brown liquid. It's oozing out from the ship's openings, almost like the ship itself is bleeding. And that is where we're going to stop for now.
What? I was gonna make a joke that the ship was attacking us, but the ship is actually attacking. That's crazy.
Thanks everyone for listening.
Something wants to stay.
Episode 10 of Blunder Dungeon.
10.
Allison and Benny have finally left the Northern Wastes. At long last.
It
They
is
find themselves in another sticky situation.
so fun to be on a pirate ship. It's so
I like the
That's
pirates.
good.
Big pirate fan.
Cool. Well, we will see if Allison will escape this situation next time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not our thing. We completely abandoned it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We can do both.
All right. So long, everybody.
So long.
So long.